So, hi everyone, Therapy Thursday, part 2. So, the first one that I done, why do people decide to message right as I'm starting to distract me? Right, so the part 1 of Therapy Thursday appeared to be all about, very Taurus stuff, basically. It's Taurus moon right now as I'm channeling this, and the moon moves into Gemini about midday. I think it's after 1:30 sometime my time, so you have to see where that is for you. But basically, yeah, Taurus moon is the second house, and it's about money, your home, your assets, self-worth, anything in this kind of area, right? The body as well, your senses. And so when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, that's why that energy is so strong, that they were really utilizing me to talk about that stuff. Because again, the way my perspective is on a lot of stuff, having 6 retrograde energies in my chart, which is quite rare. Like I said earlier, I don't see too many people with a lot of the placements I've got, but I don't see too many people with 6 retrograde planets very much at all. I believe, I think I've literally read for 2 people. And if you think about that, I've been with Crystal Clear Visions, it's been 7-8 years on different platforms, and the majority of that time I've been looking at people's charts and stuff, and that is, so that alone, I do. Everybody's different, but I really come at quite a lot of stuff in quite a unique, different way. Even the way that I actually make money, if you think about it. And I was talking about that with one of my best friends, actually, just not long before this, is even, that is a bit seen to be a bit rebellious. It's not just going out and getting a fucking run-of-the-mill job, is it? I mean, because I've been there, done that with the t-shirt. Do you know what I mean? I loved working in nurseries for a very long time. I worked at a children's hospital as well, in a cancer ward to be exact, which again, I always say it's one of my most special jobs I've ever had. I cherish the time that I spent there. And because it was only meant to be I mean, that's a really long-winded story, but it's kind of mad. I mean, I'm not going to say the whole thing, but I was only meant to be standing in for someone that was on maternity leave. And it actually happened to be something that I'd known, in my past. I mean, you just couldn't write this shit. So and yeah, basically, I ended up being, I think I was only meant to be there, I think I was meant to be there 6 months, or I don't know if I was meant to be there 3 months, wouldn't be right. Maybe I was meant to be there 3 months. No, I think I was meant to be there 6 months. I ended up being there 9, maybe even 10 months, something like that. I think it was 9 months. But anyway, really magical time. And it was a great place for my skills, because I was only hired to be a nursery nurse looking after the children. But because of also studying the counselling at the time, it gelled very well with me, not only listening to very young children, right up from babies to teenagers, but also gelled well with listening to adults, obviously, who were going through hell for obvious reasons. But I always say this, people must be like, oh my God, that must have been like a really sort of doom and gloom kind of place to work. And it actually wasn't, because for obvious reasons, obviously there were very sad times, that happened, but it's kind of, to put it mildly, but a lot of the time, because of the severity of where you are, it's everyone's kind of not a fake upbeatness, but everybody's really quite good at living in the moment and being present and being genuinely happy. So I have no idea why I'm going into that, but just in case people don't kind of know, as I've got Peppa Pig paused on my TV from my niece earlier. I think that's why I'm talking about children. I think that's why I'm talking about children, actually, because we're in the last the last Leo season this week, guys. So again, make the most of it. Make the most out of you lovers out there, you twin flames, if you're with your twin flame, because Venus, the planet of love, values, money, is in Leo. So again, do the most fun stuff to make money, whatever that means to you, because that's the energy of the new earth. And that's what the other video that I've done earlier today was about. I would say, following your calling and, really get in alignment with what excites you and what you're happy about. Because again, with me, when it comes to doing my courses and stuff, most of the courses that I'll be putting out will be around 4 weeks. Maybe some of them might be 8 weeks, but they're mostly going to be 4 weeks so that I can concentrate on things like that intensively, and then, you know, have my energy back, my time back to myself, rather than the ongoing memberships that I've had on. Now I'm going to have an ongoing, I don't know if I call it a membership of such, because it will be with the paid platform. And like I say, when I get my shit together in the next week while I'm off, I will start talking about that. I mean, I might even just only start talking about it from September, to be honest, but we'll just see. But because I actually started to set it up there not long ago, but it is basically going to be less kind of involved, you know what I mean? It's less intimate. Like the intimate kind of work that people will get with me is, if you can get a one-to-one Zoom with me, which again I'm not spending most of my time doing, then, you know, by all means you can see if I'm around for that. Like, I'm not, basically what I'm saying is I'm not fully booked right now. So if you email my assistant, she can let you know, you can let her know what your availability is, and just now I can kind of, you know, work it around. And then when anything changes with that, we will need to set up the calendar where you can pick it yourself. But right now, like, just do it that way. And if you already know you definitely want it, again, like I say, it's probably always better to talk to her first just to see, but just pick any time on the calendar. Hopefully there's a time there to pay for it, and then you can just arrange with my assistant what when it can be at some point in September. But yeah, what I mean is, I'm the kind of one-off people booking a Zoom, I'll be less focused on, and it will be the packages. So the packages, the 4 sessions that people do me, like, again, I'm getting a lot of people asking about things to do with health, because Virgo season, oh, I nearly went in the shop, but that's all right. Virgo season is your health and well-being, the 6th house of everyday routine. So I'd imagine with a lot of people probably overdoing it over the summer months and stuff, like, people want to feel that need to be decluttering mind, body and soul, which is why I'm running my divine detox again last minute. And like I say, I'm only going to go ahead with it if there's 3 people. So right now, there's a bit of interest, and I definitely know someone that wants to do it if other people want to do it. So we'll just see. It's always last minute people with me, so we'll just see. I was told to put it out there, and that's what I mean. That's why the long-winded way, you know, they brought me back around to why I was talking about that, was I'm doing what lights me up. So I'm like, right, I actually really want to get my health and fitness back on track. I've been decluttering like mad for months now. Really, actually, it's really for years, because again, this is what one of my books is going to be about, the connection with clutter and feelings and everything like that. So, but because just everything that I do, the life coaching, the counselling, this is for new people, the life coaching, counselling, shamanic healing, I do house clearing as well, in person or distantly. The mediumship comes into it where relevant. You know, there's people that are holding on to clutter, and then we have loved ones in spirit being like, look, you know, you can let go of all my stuff, I'm not there, I'm in your heart, all that kind of stuff. What else? Yeah, the astrology. I go with the moon signs when I'm doing the divine detox. It'll be very much, everything is around the astrology. I couldn't help that. If I tried, I always know where the moon is. It's very, if I don't know where the moon is, my God, I must be ill. That's usually when I'm ill, actually, and I just completely zone out. But I usually know where all the planets are, unless maybe sometimes I'll get a bit rusty with that, but most of the time I can just feel into it. But yeah, basically the point of me saying that was Venus in Leo is fun in love, fun in things that you do for money. Just do what makes you happy, be with those who make you smile, kind of like very playful inner child energy, which is why I feel they were making me talk about children. And then obviously the sun being in Leo as well, it means that's the kind of general emphasis on where people are at as well. So it's a lot of fun. So just really harness that fun energy. Yeah, up until the weekend there, because after like the kind of, I think it was the 22nd, 23rd, maybe, the moon will move, the sun will move into Virgo. And it's not that it's not fun. It is just kind of like back to school vibes as well. And it's like back to school, back to work. And it's kind of like summer's over. It's time to tidy up. Do you know what I mean? Time to tidy up after the party kind of thing. Whereas right now we're in that passionate, fun, playful energy. It's kind of like, you know, even if I, like, say, yeah, it is a bit, I saw Marie saying that, like, just as I was about to go to record this. So I think I probably will reply to people's comments, by the way, because It's like, but just if I take a couple of days to reply to people's things, that's why. Or if I'm just liking it, it's because I'm just kind of like trying not to be, doing shit to do with work kind of thing. But this is fun. Like, to be honest with you, it's Therapy Thursday, and I want to see what the energy's about too. So this is as much for me as other people. But like, I mean, I'm chill, you know what I mean? I've been playing with my niece. Oh yeah, and actually that's why I think they kept me. Sorry, not sorry, right? Again, if this is for anyone new, you'll be like, she's still not picked a card, but it will all be stuff that people need to hear. So that's my best pal saying she's a little bundle of joy. So she is. My niece is hilarious. Right. So getting on to what she pulled. So this is, to me, this is hilarious, right? My niece was almost born on a magical new moon in Pisces 2 years ago. So she is a Pisces, and she was almost a Pisces moon, but she's a rebellious Aquarius moon because yeah, I think they had to get her out. I can't remember. Something like that, right? So, but if she'd come when she wanted to come, it would have been the new moon in Pisces. But I think they were like, right, we need to get her out. So basically, she's very psychic, is what I'm saying. And her name, Dana, actually means high priestess, right? And the story behind that is I showed up. When my sisters kind of mentioned to me that she liked that name, I sat up in the middle of the night and I was like, wait a minute, that's what my card that I've had since a teenager says, and it means high priestess. So, because usually when I'm doing a reading, when I pull that card for someone, it's like I've probably already said to someone that I picked up on like mediumship abilities or something like that, because I attract a lot of other mediums. And like I say, if people weren't already a medium, which is I do attract a lot of working mediums, it's like it's basically they're meant to be like, you've probably seen, actually when I've done that interview with Jennifer, she's one of the many people that I've met that I can just instantly feel that's something to do with her path, and obviously like she resonates with that as well. And this is what I mentor people with and help them with, because it's been my path as well. It still is my path. And what else was I going to say? Totally floating off. Anyway, blah 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 blah, whatever I was saying. Right. So, but oh yeah, the high priestess thing. Yeah. So she chose her name. That's the point. I really do believe, and I feel and I know that that's why some people have a name picked out for babies, and then when they come along and they see them, they change their name because they choose their name. Because look at what my name is. My name's Claire, and I activate, amplify, and awaken people's clairs, like quite literally. Like, even if people have been the slightest bit psychic, they meet me and it just blasts them open, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to basically show people that telepathy is real, psychic skills are real, and actually everybody can do it. And that's why I came in being able to do all that stuff. I was just very quiet about it as a kid. And then I was guided to, still as a kid, really, as a teenager, to really explore that more in depth and never stop exploring it. So when people, when people talk about, children, are kind of, it's like they learn to switch off that psychic ability. I just never done that. I'm just one of the few, I just never done that. I just wasn't as vocal about it until it was time to be vocal about it. And like I always say, I did wow the crowds a little bit when I started my business, 8 years ago, and just kind of showed people what I could do. They were like, holy fucking shit, man. So a lot of people weren't surprised. Like, I was reading people's cards and that. Like, sometimes before a night out, I'd be getting my oracle cards out and doing that stuff. And yeah, anyway, bit of a life story there. Surrender to play. So the point in me mentioning my niece there was, she was kind of chucking about my cards and stuff, and I was like, be careful, because this is looking a bit tattered. But I thought of all the cards you could pick up, and I'm there kind of looking after, but playing as well. Surrender to play. I thought that is magical, man. Leo season is about children, right, and playing and fun, and she's playing with surrender to play. So there's a message from my niece. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation, rejuvenation. Now, this also beautifully ties in. I'm not kidding. She really did pull these cards, right? She was playing with this. But then I specifically done this, right? I got this deck of cards and like spread them out like that. And I went, can you pick a card to tell my friend? But what I was meaning like the energy of people I'm here to help. So it was just kind of like whoever this is going to resonate with, but it's going to resonate with a lot of you guys. I could just tell because it was the cards that I'd done earlier. I said, can you pull a card for my friend? And let's see what comes out. And I knew it was going to be something like indecision or all tied up or something. And I shit you not, she pulled out all tied up. And I can't show you it because I've no idea where the cards went. Like, seriously, it's like I'm looking about and I can't find. I'll find it afterwards. But it's like she's through it somewhere. But I had a good old look and I went through the deck twice and it's not there. So what I'm taking that to mean is because spirit, why do I keep doing that? Spirit, God, the divine speaks through me, whatever you call yours, great spirit. It's meaning that it's no longer a problem. Or hopefully something I'm going to channel throughout this video or whatever I channeled in the other one is going to help someone with the indecision. Because the part 2 of this, which I do feel they're going to be quite different, because I'm going to focus on life stuff, but I'm also going to focus on the love and the romance, because where the transits are in my chart right now, it is things to do with relationships. And obviously when the moon moves into Gemini, my Chiron, the wounded healer, is in Gemini, and that's a lot of one of the main reasons of why I'm good at helping twins, because of where that is in my chart, being in the 7th house. So it's and just because I'm here to help the twin flames to stop, I'm here to help. But remember, if you're not interested in love and romance, I have to repeat this for people that really need that drummed into them. This is your inner divine masculine and feminine energy, as well as whoever you're in a twin flame dynamic with, right? Because that is everyone that tunes into this, as far as I'm aware. If you've got lost in YouTube land, we're going to be talking about twin flames a lot. So as long as you're cool with that and you can use it for your own energy and it helps you, you can hang around, right? But I do talk about twin flames a lot because this is who I'm here to help. Yeah, I think the fact that I can't find the card, it means that whoever was feeling all tied up either no longer feels tied up and they've taken the action where they need to, or they're about to. That is what I'm feeling now. It's not going to be for everyone that it's going to resonate for someone, or it's just that it doesn't need to be an issue. But that's what the reading was about earlier. The energy is basically saying someone's keeping themselves all tied up, stuck in their head, not making a decision, and they can free themselves. So there we go. Surrender to play and basically have fun. So it's just funny because what I was talking about, one of my best pals, actually a couple of people today and someone yesterday, it is about how we can get pulled into either working more to make more money, or I suppose it would be kind of like if someone was like, Claire, can I book a session last minute? And if I was like, oh, go on then, I'm on holiday, and I'm not going to do that, guys, so don't test me. But it's kind of like I'm not, do you know what I mean? It's like I would just cut my losses, I'm directing everybody. And again, I'm very close with everyone that inquires about anything, but I'm directing anybody that's coming to me like to my assistant, to deal with it, because it's like I'm having some time off. Like you say, because even I just said to my best pal there, it's like I'm having time off, but I'm still recording things. But to me, this is still time off because I'm not doing it live. And I'm only doing it if I want to. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm doing it for the moon site, and the moon, it changes every 2.5 days. So it's not even every day. But I might want to do one every day too. You know what I mean? But it's just kind of, yeah. But I genuinely do enjoy it, and that's the thing. Is it's like I just love my work. Like my work is my life. And even if I wasn't a shaman and all these other things, most mediums I know say that too. Like I love being a medium. I love being a shaman. I love being a channel. I just love I love my life. That's a Robbie Williams song. But I mean, I genuinely do love my life. But because I like to practice what I preach, we do need to switch off too. So like I say, I love that whenever I was picking up my phone to kind of tempted to go and sort of edit things to do with my video and stuff. I think that actually was when, to be honest, I think that was when my niece picked up that, and I thought, do you know what, it's funny though, but even that is my work. But you mean it's kind of like it was probably her saying like, come on, let's play, you know what I mean? Because it did kind of remind me to be like, yeah, don't, because I don't again, I know, listen, when it's your own kids, it's different, right? You're going to be picking up your phone and you're not going to be able to be 100% present all the time, right? I get it. It's kind of like I'm a counsellor and I do try my best to be 100% present the whole time. But I mean, that's exhausting. That's why I do stress about boundaries all the time too, because again, because I am such a good listener and it's just weaved into everything that I do, you know, sometimes, there will be people in my life that it can almost be like, whether it's personal or professional, people could maybe take that, what feels like, could maybe take that for granted a little bit. And that's why I'm stressing the importance of switching off, because it's never just kind of lukewarm interaction that people are getting with me. Do you know what I mean? They're leaning on me for support. At some point, unless it's like some kind of wee message where someone's saying something happy, which I love these things, or, like, oh, that reading you done with me, this stuff's happening. Like, I love updates like that. But, I've had to create boundaries around my work for other stuff. And the thing that's so amazing, though, is actually, I've not, like, I was going to delete my messenger, but I haven't. But I still might. But it's like, because most people just tune into these videos, like they've saw me saying that I'm on holiday, so I love that I've not actually needed to do that. But even like, I'm not being funny, but even like with my WhatsApp, like I've had people have messaged me like at the weekend, and because I've just went off on holiday, I've only just got back to some people today. And it's just because, I just really, I wanted to just pull back from just my energy being so involved with just everybody else. So anyway, play, it's time to play. The last of Leo sees it's time to play. So wherever that kind of fitted with everyone. So like I say, I loved that she pulled that all tied up card, and I don't know where it is, and I'll find it when I'm meant to. Oh look, maybe it's, oh, here it is. God, you're good, Spirit. Wow. There it is. What's it? And it's, look at this. It's sitting with surrender frustration. So that's what I mean about, that's how my mediumship works, right? That's how God works for me. I've just been saying I'll find it when I'm meant to. My hand leans over, I'm not even thinking, and I picked it up, and it was way over the other side of the couch. Because I just saw that one first, and I thought it was another one of that deck, but look, all tied up. So that's the one she pulled out, right? Somebody was feeling all tied up, or is feeling all tied up. Also, when's the 23rd? Is that Sunday? That's the shift to Virgo season. Wait a minute, what am I looking for? The calendar. I've still not pulled cards. Yeah, so no, so the 23rd is Tuesday. The 23rd is Tuesday, and that will be Virgo season. And I'm actually just thinking, and then the new moon in Virgo is the 27th of Saturday, because that's when I'm starting the course if we're doing it. And because Mercury, planet communications in Virgo right now too, that can be why people are going back and forwards. Like, well, we'll have a lot of divine masculine energies, whether that's a man, woman, whatever you identify as, whether that's you, whether that's your twin flame, whether that's about the love part, whether that's about work, whether that's about anything else I haven't mentioned. Virgo's about overthinking. It is about procrastination. It's organization, and it's making a plan and executing it in that, but it really just depends how that affects you personally with all the other energies. So that's why I would say lean into the passion, lean into the following your heart rather than falling into your head. And this is what I help people with in sessions. But yeah, surrender frustration. So I feel if people are frustrated about not being able to make a decision or feeling a bit tied up, stuck in their head, frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving the dilemma or dissolving a block, which is what I help people do, is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. And that's literally what I help people with when I was wrapping up my sessions last week. And I helped one of the soul family members with that actually literally just last night. Because like I say, it's like I can feel when people really need me. So I'm never really off. But I've managed to fit in a lot of play. Right, so anyway, with all that being said, thank you very much to my beautiful little 2-year-old Dana for, I'm sure that message is going to resonate with people. Right, let's crack on and get into this. That's crazy though that happened. But that's what I mean. That is what I call involuntary sort of movements where my hands just move to things and I don't even know why I'm doing it. I didn't even really think about that there, and then found the card. I'm glad I found the card because again, I do mix up my cards and everything too, but I know they're all there kind of thing. That's quite probably because my Aries sun is in the house of Virgo, that I'm like organized chaos. That's actually a very good term for me. Right. So we're going to do divine feminine, divine masculine, it's going to be a particular wave that I pick up on. So it might be the wave of twins that you are in, or it might not. So it means that some of it might be helpful, some of it might resonate, some of it might not. So just take what resonates, leave the rest, right? It has been typically the past 2 weeks, well, the past fucking since Christmas, I've been picking up on the twins that are close to union. So this would be people that have been in separation quite a long time, I would say. You know, that could even be a couple of years, but usually it's longer. But it might be different tonight. I might be picking up on people that are newer to the journey or whatever. And of course, when I say newer to the journey, that can even be twins that have been in separation that long, but they hadn't realised that they were in a connection that deep. Like, you know, they didn't know the name for it and all that. Just see, right? So a shadow work card for divine feminine. So this can be you, or it can be your twin flame, or it can be your divine feminine energy. You're allowing, you're receiving, you're slowing down, you're playing, your creative energy, your feminine, or it can be your masculine. You're taking aligned action, you're putting your boundaries up, you're being assertive, being a badass, and that's what I help people do. Be a badass with a loving heart, because that's me. Right, so let's pull a shadow work card for the. Will we do the feminine first? For the feminine first, I think. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just going to see what fell, because that always means something. Oh my god. Yeah, I do love being a medium, but I'm not going to say creepy, because I don't think my friend in the spirit world would like me. Oh, don't like show my feet, but never mind. Should happen. Yeah, it was a message from the spirit world for me, put it that way. So yeah, something fell over in my room. You're funny. Right. What have we got for the feminine and the subconscious mind? The shadow work card. This is your shadow work card, but I've kind of put it as both because I feel it's like, you know, it's where we subconsciously, like maybe, so it's like I was even talking to my friend about this. It's like, it's the things that basically it's the things that I sense every day in everyone. It's what I was talking about in another video, actually. It's the Pluto retrograde and Scorpio 0 degrees. Like, I don't want to pick up on everybody's fucking fears and deepest desires and pain 24/7, but it's what I do. It can have its perks and it can have its not so nice bits. And basically, like I said before, it allows me to be able to, I can tune into who, when I'm around people, I've always been able to do this since I was little. I can tell who likes me and who doesn't like me, even if they're putting on a good show. Like I can tell who likes other people and doesn't like them. Doesn't matter if they're fooling everyone else, they'll not fool me. So some, you know, that can scare the shit out of some people. That can make some people not like me. Because if you've not got good intentions, then not good, is it? So, but everyone's got a shadow side. So it's kind of like if someone's telling you they're happy, but they're not really. Like I'm one of those people that can feel it. Like what when I said that on the video the other day, I think it was just yesterday. My mum hadn't actually said to me that she wasn't feeling well, but I could just sense it in her. Like how you can't put your finger on it. I could just was like sense that she wasn't too great. And then when I put the puzzle pieces together by by just when I was walking with her, and then when I was at my mum and dad's later on that night, and you know, my dad was kind of making it clear how much you hadn't felt. I was like, all right, okay. You know what I mean? So, and you might be like, well, that's because it's your mum. And yeah, me and my mum are very telepathic together, but I'm like that with everybody close in my life, you know, and even people that I'm not that close with, like I just pick up on things. But most people around me, you know, like I say, that's why I'm not getting people bombarding my messenger right now because I'm just so close with everyone that they've got the message, you know, about my boundaries. And anyone if, because I think I have got, I'm messaging back someone actually, one of my soul fam clients there, that I don't think she keeps up with these videos like as often. And I will, yeah, probably just sort of get back to her just to let her know. But then, you know, but everybody else, it's like, yeah, they've kind of left me to it, which is good because that is, like I say, I do want that because it's literally only a week that I've got now, so I just want a time with myself. Right, so Divine Feminine, what is the shadow work card that is going to help people out there? Not everyone, but someone. Ghost of the Pumpkin Patch, count your blessings. And it's just a little bit creepy that happened through there with something falling in my room to do with someone in the spirit. All right, absolutely fine, guys. Right, you're not in my house. It's me that's like, oh my god. But I don't get scared. It's people helping, so that's all good. I just always pay attention. Right, practically, because that's what Virgo's all about, practical. But we're not in Virgo season yet, guys. We're not in the Virgo new moon either, but we are in Mercury in Virgo. So that's where communication is, and I'm talking to communicate to you. Oh, hello, Eternal Union. So that's going to come up somewhere. Might even pull from that deck. Oh, I'm using the wrong deck. I'm not in a hurry today. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can. Well, there you go. There's someone's message. Swap should for could. The vocabulary you use plays a big role in how you view your responsibilities in life. Simply switching the word should for could when talking about plans is a fantastic way for reducing the pressure you put on yourself. Saying you could do something removes the sense of obligation and guilt associated with not getting a job done. Flexible plans are far better than setting yourself rigid structures that must be adhered to. Hey, I'm not being funny. That is a fucking brilliant message for the new earth energies in general. And definitely the energies with the Taurus moon right now and the Uranus the unexpected, you can't call it basically, surprising energy, and the North Node, where you're heading to, the future kind of stuff. You're doing the best you can. So if you made a plan and it hasn't went to plan, then that's energy we're in, basically. That's life. Right, so, but also I really do feel with me getting drawn to Eternal Union, I feel that is about twins out there that are feeling this pressure that they have to take action towards their twin. That's definitely in there. Again, it's a personal call, you know, only you're going to know whether you are literally all tied up, because people will have reasons. I know I've got clients where all reasons are valid, but you know, when there are actual valid reasons. And then sometimes when I'm in a session, it's like, right, you're not really stuck. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's really stuck, I know where they're stuck. But if they're stuck in their head, that's different. I can get somebody not to be stuck in their head. But yeah, I feel that's for someone. Right, so goes to the pumpkin patch, count your blessings. Let's see what this is. A message for the divine feminine, and then I'll do divine masculine after because I want to see if we get the same card. So remember, divine masculines out there, if you are predominantly divine masculine, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, you can still listen for this because this is your more feminine side. It's your feelings. It's the energy about slowing down, resting. And that's been coming through whether, I mean, it's quite funny because I'm saying clients and it was clients towards, you know, ending, you know, towards coming off of my holidays there. But then I did, you know, like I'd replied to an email there, someone that was in a similar kind of space. And then just a couple of, you know, I'm just catching up. Oh shit. God, I've just actually remembered that. I'm just catching up with friends while I'm off. And then I've just remembered I've put a big circle around her name there, so hopefully I remember. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to, because she's loved me, I'm just going to actually send my pal a message right now before I forget. So just take a breather. Do you know what, actually, right? I want you to breathe in, relax, breathe out, release. Breathe in, relax, breathe in. Just do that for a minute while I message my friend, right? Just so that I've actually done it. Remembered you called You heard me telepathically, I'm going to say to her, because she did. See, she's another one of my pals that, because I was saying to her telepathically, I'm going to call you tomorrow. And then she called me. And I don't talk to her every day or anything, do you know what I mean? So, sorry, my nails are a bit, I hope you're right. Yeah, it's just well I remembered, because that's what I mean, otherwise I fucking forget. Right. So, anyway, that'll be funny if she watches this. Right, so, because again, it's like, not everybody watches every video, they'll watch what they're guided to. What's I going to say? Yeah, so do you know what I mean? I'm just wow, God, is that rain, or is that must be fucking, wait a minute, that's like, whoa, I need to get up and look at that shit. This just went really dark. I don't know if that's like dark rain weather, or if it's just because it is 9 o'clock at night. Maybe it is very dark indeed. Right, funny if that storm warning comes out. But yeah, basically, let's just read this. Right? So, yeah, because so that's what I was saying. It's clients from before I finished up, and then just who I was talking to in emails recently. It was a couple of people, and then but it's actually friends. But some of my the friends I'm talking about, all these friends actually are clients as well, but some of them aren't, but most of them are. And it's just kind of like they're still in the same energy. So that's what I'm saying. I literally am surrounded by so many women, all women in divine feminine, in divine masculine energy predominantly. It's just so crazy. It is really crazy. Right. Right. Ghost, the balancing out the feminine. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's why they get drawn to me, to help them balance it out. But their go-to is getting stuck in their heads. So, which I just was laughing about this other day, because I swear to God, when I was a teenager, when I met my twin flame, I don't know how he would describe me, but I would describe me as I was the one that was always stuck in my head, and he was helping me not be stuck in my head, by basically, surrendering to play and having fun. Like, because we weren't an official couple, but we knew each other well, because we slept with each other for like a very long time. And it's but then other parts we didn't, sorry, my throat chakra's going really you just gotta laugh. It's like, you know what I mean? It is because it is, yeah. Just interesting. What I'm trying to say is, it's like, he was just my favorite person to play with. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can take that to mean what you want, but it's, yeah, like, if ever I was getting caught up in worry or stress, or probably, the other guy was, like I say, yanking my chain, kind of playing with my mind from afar. And anybody that hasn't heard all of that jazz, I really don't want to go into that tonight, but somebody must need to hear it. That it's like, the other guy that was playing with my mind, who, this is why I'm very passionate about helping people decipher what a twin flame is and what a karmic partner is, or whatever other fucking labels people will come up with these days. But it's, if someone's been really toxic and kind of making false promises and making because it's like the other one was making out like he was coming back and he was in love with me, and I'm pretty sure he was doing whatever the fuck he wanted and with whatever country he was in. Anyway, sending love to everyone involved here, because again, like, oh God, fuck, yeah, because we're no one to bring ghosts back from the past. Interesting. But they did make me go there. My twin flame was just always just brought so much fucking, like, a smile. You can even hear it even when you're not seeing it. Just so much fun and play to my life. And I think I have told this story before, but they're guiding me to say it again. In particular, it was my 22nd birthday, and I was always quite lucky. I always used to have a lot of friends came out for my birthday, right? And as I'd said before, over all the years before it got really weird with me and him, which was like near enough 10 years, I think it was probably like 9 years or something before it went really weird. I always used to bump into him on my birthday. And so, and on my 22nd birthday, I'd only known him a few years by this point, but, you know, long enough. And basically, he just sort of popped up out of nowhere. And on that particular birthday, there was only two of my friends that were out. But again, I was counting your blessings, the card. I was grateful that my two friends were out. And it was always people that, you know, it doesn't matter that there was only three yet. There may as well have been 10 of us. Like, actually, with those particular friends, we could have a lot of fun. We did always just have a lot of fun. And so anyway, but my face was tripping me because I'm pretty sure it was the other one that had probably, I don't know, probably done something to upset me. And anyway, my twin flame just bounced out of nowhere because that is what he's like. And just put a smile on my face. Like, I mean, he literally took me, he was like, what's wrong with you? And then obviously I'm not exactly going to say to him what's wrong with me. Because again, and that's no keeping secrets because he wasn't my boyfriend. And listen, he's got plenty of secrets I won't know about. You know what I mean? But kind of like, I just don't know what I would have said, right? But he took me away and was like, look, come with me. And we just went away. We just went away, you know what I mean? Went away kissing in a secret place. And it was fun, you know, until his phone went and then he fucked off somewhere, which actually wouldn't have been very normal for me and him. Like, I can count on one hand before it went weird. Whenever me and him bumped into each other, we would always go home with each other. Like, that is how, you know, that's when you know it's your twin flame. It's like the chemistry and the passion's like so intense, which is why I strongly do believe we've not been allowed to see each other for years. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I say. I'm glad, because that would have been torture. Do you know what I mean? And that, like, you know, we wouldn't have crossed the line or anything, because it's like, I can only speak for myself, and he wouldn't either, because it's like, I just, you know what I mean? You don't need to do, other people don't need to necessarily get hurt. You know, unnecessarily get hurt is my opinion on all of that shit, right? But that is what the chemistry is like, and that never dies with twin flames, right? Just saying. So anyway, don't know why I've went in a fucking long story time here, but surrender to play, right? My twin flame was somebody that always did manage to get me out of my head and into just being in the moment and having fun. Like, who cares what it is we are, we're having fun, kind of thing. And then obviously when it got to a certain point where it's like, right, well, shit, I've got feelings for you, you're nowhere near ready to do this with me. Because that's the point with twin flames. It's like they might then get into a relationship with someone else, and you're like, what the fuck's that all about? But I actually did always get it. It's because it's just so intense with your twin flame. It's not the same as being in a relationship with someone else. You really do have to grow into that relationship. You have to be ready for it. It's destined. It literally, you can tell by your North Node. Like, I mean, actually, basically, I'm going on about the North Node all the time. I know that my twin flame's North Node is right now. And that, like, same as Marie's, like Marie was just saying her birthday's on Monday. So, like, my North Node was last year. So things started to slot into place for me last year, like with my work and basically owning it, that, you know, it was a twin flame. Like, basically it started when I put out my shamanic journeys. And then I've only put out 6 things, but you know what I mean? It was like just people, you know, kind of really acknowledging what I can do, which is unique to me. Even though I've been doing it for years, like 8 years, you know what I mean? So that's usually, there's some kind of pivotal point, like whether it be your work or your love, relationships, some sort of big thing happens, or a big change, you just start moving towards your future where you're meant to be headed. So that's all the intense heavy shit that's going on for people. And I think story time's over. If we could maybe not go into shit again, that would be good, but we'll just go with the flow. Right, so again, don't ask me why sometimes it feels like I really don't want to, and it's just, I don't know. Right, so I do know and I don't, but anyway, it's whatever. Right, so we're going to put that down. Right, so Ghost of Pumpkin Patch. This adorable and forlorn little figure is almost transparent, so still and quiet that you may overlook her, thinking you've just seen a wisp of mist go trailing past, when really all the time this little ghost is silently standing before you. Sorry, that is so freaky with the thing falling in my room. Gently reminding you of something very important. That it will soon will be time to harvest again. Oh, for God's sake, what in the actual fuck? The next full moon on the 9th, I think it's actually the 10th. The 10th, we're just going to say 9th, right? Because the 9th of the 9th sounds better. I think it's the 9th of the 9th somewhere else in the world, but I think it's the 10th for in the UK. But It's the 9/10th of September is the harvest full moon. Because you might have seen on the shorts, I got that mixed up and I thought it was the harvest full moon, the last one, but that was the sturgeon full moon. I should have remembered because I was in London last year when that happened. But yeah, but there are no mistakes. There's a lot of harvest time coming for twin flames around that next full moon in Pisces, because Pisces is soulmates, it's twin flames, it's unconditional love, it's the end of things, and it's very spiritual, which of course twin flames are a very spiritual connection. So, and the ghost of harvest missed in the past will come back to haunt you if you do not take your time and look around right now at all that is. Now, bear in mind, some people will want the past to come back to, well, I don't know about haunt them, but if you had a connection with someone in your past, a lot of you will want that person to come back around, or you will want to go back around to that person. So, and then there'll be other people from your past, like other people will spoke about that you really don't fucking want to come about, you know what I mean? She's not invisible and she's always there, a reminder that the seasons turn, that the harvest must be brought in, and that those who stay with the earth a while are not always here to haunt you negatively. And I just can't even. Anyway, we'll just move on, but that is so crazy. They are here to help you. And that's what I said. When things fall over in my house, I know that it's people here to help me. Till their work is done. This little ghost loves her misty home, adores appearing to you when you've forgotten your blessings and your rights, and appears at exactly the right time in your life when you've nearly forgotten how lucky you are. Wow. The ghost of the pumpkin patch speaks. Something that is a blessing is being overlooked. It appears cloaked and seems invisible to you. Almost invisible to you. You must stand in your field. That is to say, your life, and look around you and see all that has been given to you again and give thanks for it. You're forgetting how much you truly have and how much you will have again and again. My time is the harvest. It is now your time to bring in or harvest the joy and love of what you have so much of and share your abundance. It's kind of like, even, you know, I always used to say, it's even particular about the Edinburgh Festival, because it is such a worldwide thing that people travel from all over the world to go to, and it's literally on my doorstep. Every year, some years I've had most years actually, I would say I've had fuck all money, but some years I've managed to save up money just to have fun in it. But me and my best friends always used to say this, it's like, I could literally go out with 20 quid, and because you could get the bus up and buy a couple of half pints, and then actually it would stop me from getting so drunk. That's terrible, but it's true. It would, it's I don't need to, I've never needed to have a lot of money to have a good time. Do you know what I mean? I can think of loads of things to do for free to play, or maybe go and get a coffee, which again, sometimes those times have been that fucking tough. I've not been able to do that, but you know what I'm saying? It's I really do feel there's something in that about me mentioning that before. And the thing is, I'm going on about the festival, to be honest with you. I might not even end up going, right? Because there's only a week of it left. But I'll decide that actually when I speak to my pal after this. But it's kind of it's and the thing is, it's my going to the festival won't be what I used to do before. Before, it would have been going up there, not even at the weekend, to be honest, really any kind of night, because it's the weekend every night. That's my friend that's working the festival is saying yes to all the work because it's so fun. I can't believe I've done this, by the way. Maybe other people probably would believe that I've done that connected to this channel, but people that knew me, how shy I was, wouldn't get that. But anyway, I worked in the festival. I think it was actually at the height of being totally was it actually? Maybe it was just before I was about to say, I think it was in the height of me being head over heels about him. I think it was maybe just before that. I think it was just before that happened, just before that really kicked in about me being crazy about my twin flame. I mean, I always used to get excited when I see him from the day that I met him, to be honest. But do you know what I mean? I just mean the twin flame kind of, what the fuck is this? Why is this person on my mind 24/7? Yeah, I basically had this real kind of quite unexpected confidence in me that my cousin was working at my wee cousin was working in the festival, and I think it came through her, and she was like, do you want to do bar work? And then, it was one of my best friends as well, actually knew people. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I ended up doing a bit of bar work in the festival. And it's just so mental for me because, and that, do you know what? I'll tell you, this is how long ago it was. one of my favourite songs is actually my ringtone, because you've heard it sometimes when it goes off, is Don't Stop Believing, Journey. And that was it was actually because my cousin was working my bar and I was picking up glasses, and it was like just before closing time at like 5 in the morning or something. And that song came on, and I would have heard it before. Like, I think it was on The Wedding Singer, and that's one of my favourite songs. But it's that's one of my favourite films, rather. And it's kind of like but I hadn't really acknowledged it before, right? So it was just, but that song always just reminds me of a really happy time in my life, because my wee cousin's like, I'm just really close with her. And like, you know, I just kind of, we looked up and like, we were just looked at each other and smiled. And I don't know, it was just like a really cheesy moment. And I just, that song, I'm notorious for it. Probably now, even to this day, I bet even people I'm not friends with anymore or don't see as much will probably still think of me. So that must be a bit annoying for them. But do you know what I mean? It's like, just people, a lot of people in my life associate that song with me, because I just love it. Like, I mean, it is something that would get me up dancing and stuff. But yeah, I done a bit of bar work in the festival. It was brilliant for my confidence, because like I say, I was a really shy person, and it just kind of pushed me so out of my comfort zone. And considering, I think this is, oh yeah, fucking hell, that was before my twin flame activation, because it was before I went to uni. I think it was right before I got into uni, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I sometimes get mixed up with the time. But anyway, it was great for my confidence, and it was before I knew it. So it was before I knew I had dyslexia, dyspraxia, or ADHD, right? So this is why I'm saying it's a miracle, because I was pretty shit at remembering what someone had asked for. Like, and you know, all the fast pacedness, it was really quite anxiety provoking. So I'm really proud of myself that I've done that, but I wouldn't fucking do it again, guys. Do you know what I mean? I do know how to pull a pint, though. At least I can say I know how to pull a pint. And when I'm in a pub and people are doing it shit, I'm like, they're doing it wrong. Anyway, a lot of fun, right? But I prefer to be on the other side of the bar, and I don't even drink now. But like I say, in unique circumstances, if I kind of feel like I do want to just let loose and play a little bit, I will. I just won't overdo it. Hope that's not famous last words. But I don't need to. Do you know what I'm saying? So whatever me talking about that had to do, if anyone, maybe people needed to hear a bit of that. Something precious is all about you, but it has become so familiar you can barely see it anymore. Yeah, because it's count your blessings. And I do say, I was saying this in another video, I say it in pretty much every video, that it's like, that's what I was saying in the last one I done earlier today, that it's not a coincidence that a lot of people that get drawn to me were already like that, but they'll be even more like that. Or if they weren't very kind of grateful about when times are tough and you don't have a lot of money, I'll teach people to be like, you don't need money to be happy. Be grateful for what you've got, and you will attract more in time. And if you're patient as well, and that goes for true love as well, that goes for better friendships, whatever it is you're wanting to attract, more success. Something precious is all about you, but it has become so familiar you can barely see it anymore. And oh God, that is probably connected to when I said, you know, I think even because I'm so relaxed and informal a lot of the time, that can sometimes not have a good effect on people, maybe taken for granted who I am to people in their lives. But again, I know that people that are connected to the soul family, it does feel that actually this is where I am appreciated. But you know what I'm saying? Like it does. Sometimes I do have to remind people of that it's like, you know, it's not just kind of like, oh, can I pick your brain about something? Because actually I say that to people when I'm teaching other people about their business. You shouldn't let people pick your brain about anything. But if anybody actually says something like that to me, I'm like, no, because it's not, you know, that's not okay. Like if it's somebody's work, then, you know, you need to respect that and their time and their experience. So that took me a long time to learn that for myself. It is such a fixture in your life that familiarity has bred. I cannot really say that word. If not contempt, a kind of blindness. Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's like if you're recognizing that people aren't kind of appreciating all that they get from you, and taking it for granted, whatever, you know, you're kind of noticing, then you have to take personal responsibility for that and create the boundaries around it. The beautiful little girl ghost in the pumpkin patch asks you very gently, and again, we're talking past tense because this doesn't seem to happen around me anymore, because I really stress that with everybody in my circles, personal and professional, to see the abundance all around you and to appreciate that while you're in physical form, there's so much you can enjoy. She wishes for you to harvest what is yours now and to also take steps to call in any debts. Oh, wow. How crazy is that? I've never read this before. There can be outstanding money issues associated with this card. Remember, the moon's in Taurus, that is money. The opposite of Taurus is Scorpio, that's debt. And share the bounty. Do not let anyone cheat you. Wow. There's cards about deceiving and shit like that. And know that you don't own a single thing in truth. It will all pass through your hands, but still, ironically, these things you've earned for your hard work are worth protecting. Right? Okay, I'm totally getting what this message means. Divine feminine energies and divine masculine's divine feminine energy, whatever you associate with, protect what you've worked hard to earn, whatever that means to you. This totally comes in with when I say protect your union, as in keep it a secret, for as long as you feel guided to. Because not everybody's going to be happy for you. People are going to be jealous. True. I'm not even shitting you. Like, I got a reading just recently, right? And it was like, it ended with the evil eye card. I was like, for fuck's sake, just one of these, every single reading I get for myself, if it's a recorded one, always cards about jealousy and that. I'm not just saying it, but it is because of that Pluto placement. So, but like one of my best pals is like, what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean? Fucking people are jealous. It's something to be jealous of. They are not too small. They're not too ordinary. You have more material wealth than you think. So please do count your blessings every day. Right. Let's see what divine masculines get. So, and again, remember, you can resonate both because we've got both. Divine masculine and the subconscious. See, it's a shadow work too, isn't it? So it's remembering to count your blessings. Like, for instance, right, would I prefer that when I've got time off from work, that I'm out playing with my twin flame? In fact, never mind out playing, fucking in playing. Like, just playing full stop with my twin flame. Absolutely. But am I sitting crying about, like, oh no, Joni's still not here? No, I'm not. You know, I'm like, listen, it's not time yet. It's not time yet. When it is time, well, that'll be for me and him to know, because I'll not be fucking telling anyone. Do you know what I mean? Hey, be quiet through there. I'll, I love doing that. See, I entertain myself. That's so funny. Imagine if I was just pissing off for like 2 hours to film a video. Patience. Oh, too funny. Right, anyway. So here's the divine masculine card. Do you know what I mean? Just be happy and live in the present moment. Amara the Menahome. Aloha healing. Oh, that reminds me of the I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Which you're actually saying to yourself, but it's a good thing to say to your twin as well. It's got a wee rainbow behind her as well. That's hope on the horizon. So perhaps this person cannot see that there's hope on the horizon. The 19th is tomorrow's date, actually, as I'm recording this. I actually said in another video earlier it was the 17th and it's the 18th. Let's see what this is. 19, Aloha healing, or divine masculine, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as. Amara represents the spirit of the tropics. She's warm, sensual, sweet, and laden with gifts for you. She eats fruits and flowers and dances and sings the songs of her ancestors. She's laughter and fresh flowing water, hope and warmth. Oh, I just mentioned hope. She's at home in the world outside and in nature, filled with the sound of dolphins, music, waterfalls, the song of a warm breeze. There are also many sweet aromas when she comes to you, and she wishes for you to slow down and relax and take your time and smell the frangipanies. Frangipanies? Okay, what's that? I don't know what the fuck that is. It's probably I don't know what it is. Is that a type of flower or something? There is no rush when Amara comes into your world. She knows that while you feel rushed, you're not eating right, nor digesting properly, nor connecting deeply, nor sleeping well, nor feeling fully. So again, this kind of already given a vibe that some divine masculines are a bit unsettled, and I know that from when I was talking to one of the soul fam. You're barely noticing the beauty of nature both within and outside of you. So it is time to treat yourself to some relaxation of the Hawaiian kind when she comes to visit, and embrace your aloha spirit. Aloha, it is a time for a guilt-free time out for you, when you will invite the energy of Hawaii and more self-nurturing in your life. I'm telling you, this is about play. This is through what I've worked out through actually my friends and clients just of the last few days, yesterday and today, is, well, it's basically thanks to my friend that is not saying no to the pennies, you know what I mean? Just basically saying yes to all the work, which I know can be tempting, but then you've got no time to play. So whoever else needs to hear that. It's time to discover and fade out those voices that say you must always work hard and be stressed to achieve what it is you wish for. Hello, thank you very much. That is divine masculine energy. You know what I mean? Like, and again, that I know that will be triggering people, because, like I say, everybody that literally is drawn to me, like I always say that talk anyway, the people that I do sessions with are all divine masculine. So people might not like that when I'm saying that is what people are dropped, but it is like it is. It's like most people that I do sessions with, it's like there's always some sort of mention of money. Do you know what I mean? And it's not like people being greedy about money, it's just needing money to have that security to do other things. And most people, it's like people want money so they can help other people, because it's like that's when I've got a lot of money, that's what I would want to do as well. Like I'd have it, to do the things that I want to do, obviously, but also to be able to help other people. But it's not in the same way. Like divine feminines it's not my main driver. And again, it's been a bit of an issue in business too. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I just show up and I want to help people, and I'm like, oh shit, I literally haven't told them about any of my services. But you'll see over time, I've actually gotten really good at that, and my guides just naturally pop it in now. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's what I'm meaning. It's like it's whereas divine masculines, there's more of a stressy kind of element to it, and when the money's not there, the stress is so much worse than it would be for a divine feminine. But this is where divine feminines, divine masculines work together. You know what I mean? Because you need a bit of both. Because I've definitely had really horrible times in my life where I've not had any money because I've just poured out all my fucking happy, playful energy, helping other people with their problems. And then people that have got plenty of money don't even think to be like, well, there you go for helping me. You know what I mean? And then I was just, sorry to be cruel myself a bit of a fucking mug. That, you know what I mean? So it's, whereas now I've learned my lesson, and I'll help people. But again, it's like, there's my booking link, to be blunt. Unless, there are, again, I'm not even going to say that, because there's certain circumstances where I have helped people this week, but it's people that I know. It's either, like, say I've got loads of arrangements with people where they'll square me up later, which basically means they'll pay me later. And that, like I always say, as long as I know you and I trust you and I know you're not going to do a number on me, I'm totally cool with that. If I don't know you at all, probably not going to happen, because I've been fucked over by people. I've even been fucked over by people that I know. So I'm definitely not going to help somebody that I don't know. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like, apart from these sort of circumstances, I don't let somebody just kind of like make out like they don't like what I do to get my help, trick me, and then, you know what I mean? Nah, I can see through that shit. So wherever anyone else needs help with that too, that I can help you with that, right? Don't let people do that to you. It's time to discover and fade out those voices that say you must always work hard, be stressed to achieve what it is you wish for, divine masculines. I am in a time and a place where time moves in its own way, where you are one with the natural world, and where your body and soul are entwined in unison and singing the most beautiful song. Wow, that's when divine feminine and masculine are in union within you and within twin flame dynamic. You need the power of sunshine on your body. Please give yourself a sun bath, a natural energetic healing of pure golden light, and feel the radiance warm your bones and fill your joy. And that's also the light codes, which again I'm emitting whenever I'm doing in like this, but you can also go outside and get that from outside. I'm more of it, like, say, it's like you can get light codes from outside, but it's like I'm a key code holder, right? And it's kind of like, it's like my energy just changes other people's energy. It's why I say all the time, like, literally, my sister, that's my sister's kid, but even when she picked her up, when she dropped her off, she was shocked that she came to me that easily. And when she picked her up, she was shocked to me. And she's like, bye, Auntie Claire. Like, kids, I'm not, again, I know I sound like I'm up in Monarchia, but it's true, kids just fucking love me, right? like shy kids, like wild kids, kids that don't like other people in general. People can warm to me, right? Like it's just a gift, right? I'm good with children. Anyway, and it's because I'm not in their face. That's why. Like, actually, see, when I was talking about when I worked in the cancer ward, there was a lovely woman I worked with, you know, like everybody loved her, but she was very different from me. And I was still very shy. And there was a lot of people that actually asked for me over her. Although that wouldn't happen very much because we job shared, but sometimes we were there together at the same time, and people were actually asking for me over her because I wasn't really in your face and I wasn't really loud. You know what I mean? And that some kids, they need that. And so you might be thinking, well, you are really loud and you are in your face, but it's like, well, you don't know me very well then. You've not really got my vibe. You might have seen me on a day when I'm being a bit more wild, but day to day, I'm not like that. I'm very quiet and I observe people. And if I'm having a banter and a laugh and that, it's probably because I'm like with one person I'm really close with or something. You know what I mean? It's why I said like a lot of birthdays I've had. Like, I mean, never mind birthdays. A lot of times when I've went out on nights out, it'd be like me and one of my pals, or me and a couple of my pals, because everybody got married and had kids and just didn't want to go out anymore. Do you know what I mean? It's like we were eternal teenagers. But again, I do think I've grown up. I do feel I've finally grown up now. But you don't need to, you know, you don't need to become boring, I suppose is the message. But for me, probably if I go out in the festival at all, I won't even mind if it's during the day, to be honest, and I'm back having a cup of tea. But you never know. I'm sure I'll update you if I have a wild one. Right. Amara has come, and so it's time to begin to eat more fresh fruits, drink. This is Virgo season. Eat more fresh fruits, drink healthful juices and smoothies. So this is for the divine masculine woman that needs to do my course. Take dance lessons and have a tropical bath with flower petals and bring the energy of the waterfall into your life. And remember, if you don't want to do it in a group, because I know not everyone likes doing group work, you can work with me over 4 sessions and I can help you with whatever it is you need help with. Like, again, there's a lot of people talking to me about weight loss stuff right now. Probably because people want to do the weight loss stuff, right? Weight releasing, because again, you don't want to lose it, because then you'll find it again. We're wanting to release it. I'm wanting to release it. Before it gets into Christmas, all that, and then you're like, oh, it's Christmas, you know what I mean? So that's what I want to do anyway. I want to be releasing some weight before it gets into Christmas, so I can just eat the chocolate and all that. Although last Christmas I didn't even do that. I wasn't even bothered about eating like chocolate and shit. So I go through phases. Right, bring the energy of the waterfall into your life. Kahuna message, body work is wonderful when Amara makes her gentle, powerful presence felt. She also responds well to dancing, joyful exercise, singing and music. She has playful Leo energy too. Fresh foods, fruits and more raw food. And you would definitely benefit from more sunshine and outdoor time. So divine masculine, this feels like people that really need their energy picked up. There may be relaxation and healing traditions within your ancestry to investigate. Take a vacation and journey to a soulful place. You can do that within my shamanic journeys in the playlist, or you can do it one-to-one when it returns in September. Holistic treatments will have appeal as natural alternatives. Everything I do is holistic healing. Don't usually call it that, but everything I do is healing. Like one of my soul fam clients actually said, you know, this is more than a card reading you do it. And it is, because look, I'm more than just a card reader. You know, I read energy. I'm also a life coach, and I'm also a counselor. I'm also a shaman. I'm also a Reiki master. There's always Reiki weaved in this. There's always shamanic healing weaved in this. There's always light code, you know, there's always coaching. There's always bits of therapy. You know, there's bits of everything. There's a bit of astrology, probably other stuff I haven't said, my inner child stuff. So, and like I say, within the divine detox, I'm going to be, I've got an intuitive eating card deck that actually, do you know what? I'll show you one of them, because I'm going to post these in the group. And I used them in my course that I just ended, and they were spot on. So let's see, what does somebody need to know right now? Respect your body. There we go. That's very Taurus moon. Taurus moon is the body. Ditch the scale. A powerful way to show your body respect is to stop weighing yourself. It's an external distraction that pulls you away from what's truly important, your relationship with your body. Put it away for a week or a month and notice what's different. Yeah, that's true, by the way. Because you know that I'm my biggest case study for everything, right? Whether it's the clutter, self-love, self-empowerment, weight stuff, anything, all of it. Do you know what I mean? I'm my biggest case study, but I basically released 10 pounds, so nearly a stone. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? In 3 weeks. And it was because I was juicing, I cut out butter, and then I was just doing what I normally do, like, you know, walking all the time. But again, even it's quite weird that I would have thought I would have put on more weight, because some weeks I've been staying in the house for like days on end because I've been guided to do that. But my weight's not, you know, it's kind of staying the same. But I did put on all the weight that I lost again. But it was just because I stopped doing what I was doing. So, you know, it's like I like to, that's what I mean about being my own case study. Like, I'll be like, right, what did I do then that I was able to do that? And if I just kind of stuck with the discipline of what I was doing, I would have maintained it. So that's what I'll be aiming for again. After I have a few burgers, if I do make it. That's what I want, by the way. I'm not wanting to go and have a wild night. I want to go out and have a burger. Do you know what I'm saying? Like a proper burger in the festival is like to die for. Don't usually use that saying either, but I did just say that. Right, so sorry if you're a vegetarian, guys, but we can't please everyone. Do you know what I'm saying? I always thank the animal that gave their life to it, but even that's made me no want a burger now. That's hilarious. By taking this approach and devoting yourself to it, you can expect renewed health and a positive new attitude too. Above all, it's time to connect to the powerful sunshine and gentle, soulful ways. Surfing and ocean swims will be most beneficial. It's like, well, that's interesting. My mum and dad actually had a wild swim recently. Oh, check them out. Surrendering to play in their 60s. But do you know what I mean? It's like maybe things like that, just getting out and going a walk and, you know, connecting with the earth. Right. Because remember, that's what I was saying about my mum actually the other day as well. Is that I encouraged her to take her shoes off for her feet to connect to the earth, and it did really help her. Oh shit, actually that's what I was going to share. So when was that? At least today. So that was Tuesday, wasn't it? Or was it Monday? Yesterday was Wednesday. It must have been Tuesday. Whatever it was, the day that I was out with my mum. So I think it was Tuesday. Yesterday she messaged me and I'd said, you know, you feeling better? And she was like, yeah, my cough's pretty much gone, and basically her breathing was bad, right? So it's like that was just basically she was better by the next day is what I'm trying to say. She felt better instantly. I gave her a healing on my healing table, which by the way, sometimes that's leaving out, sometimes that's not up for like 3 or 6 months. So because I only really do the healing in my house when it's somebody I know really well, like a friend, or so I do have some clients come to my house, but it's normally my friends. And yeah, she basically felt better instantly, and then by the next day, the symptoms that she had that were pretty bad were gone. And it wasn't the C, it was she gets quite bad asthma, and I felt the pain in my chest. Anyway, you can watch that in another video. And then I'm sure there was something else. I think it was somebody else wasn't feeling good, and I just prayed, and then they got back to me and said they felt better. Somebody else wasn't feeling good. I think that was actually somebody here that yeah. So basically, what I feel this, I mean, this happens on the daily for me, definitely on the weekly basis, but usually it's daily. And what I guess what they're trying to exemplify is for when I do start talking about my paid platform, as in do you want to join it? At the smallest of tiers, whatever tier has like, you know, the prayer list and the distance healing. Because I think one's got I can't remember what order, but one's got the prayer list, I think, the lowest one, and then the next one's got the prayer list and the distance healing. So whatever prices I make these, if you do one a healer on tap, you know, this would be, like say, it would be a good way to give back to me, because it'd be a small payment, a small subscription monthly. But then you know, you can say when you want to be on this list, or I think I'd just have everybody that's subscribed to those tiers on the list, and then, you know, I'm going to dedicate time out of my week to well, when I do the distance healing will be once a week, and then when I do the prayer list, I'll sit down 1 day a week, or maybe more, and do that for people as well. So do you know what I mean? It's and then the more advanced stuff will be the Zooms and that. So just to give you an idea. So right. Those cards seem pretty spot on. What are we doing now? I've actually been on. Wait a minute, I did put a timer on. Yeah, I've been talking for an hour. That's all right though. Are we doing? What other deck are we doing? I think they want to do one of these cards. Oh God, shit. Sorry about that. That would have been quite loud. I'm going to do one of these. What is going in the subconscious? Like subconscious fear. I want to know what is a subconscious fear or subconscious block or divine feminines in this way, or whoever it's going to resonate with. Wow. Let's look at that. I just look at what I just asked, right? And not all these cards talk about shit like this. Stuck energy. So whether you're aware of it or not, divine feminines, there is a bit of stuck energy. Now this is kind of interesting, right? They're guiding me to say this. I've got a sty on my eye right now, right? I woke up this morning and I was like, when you just think you've got a bit of sleep in your eye, and I'm like, oh, maybe it's yesterday's mascara. And I thought, wait a minute, I haven't even wearing makeup for the last couple of days, or I didn't have it on yesterday anyway. And I woke up and I was like, shit. Now, this is what's weird, right? I remember the last time I had a sty, I hadn't had one for years. And then the last time I had one was a few months ago. And I know it's connected with stress. Now, but what I also like to do is it's about spiritual meanings too, right? And so it basically is about when you've got anger towards something or someone. So like I was like, oh well, I'm not consciously that I can think of angry at anyone or anything. And that's when you kind of have to get a bit still and be like, where have I got where am I angry about something in life? And so see if you really can't work it out for you, because I'm here to help twin flames, this can actually be you are picking up on where your twins got anger towards someone or a situation, or it could even be you as well. But I'm just laughing at the fact that there is a man sitting on the car here. So do you know what I mean? It's like, just for anyone else that might resonate with. Again, like I say, you can't always be like, oh, this is my twin flame shit, it's not mine. If you're always saying that, you're a bit deluded, I would say, right? But it is just if you really can't write your bit. But again, it's like for me personally, I really sat and I thought, right, because again, it will just be because my body's like, oh, great, she's taking a fucking rest from saving the day for everyone for once, you know what I mean? And so, and also, I think practically, I put on an eye mask. I used to go in the bath with my Epsom salts, which I do most nights, and I used to put on a cold eye mask as well. And I hadn't done it for months, and I done it last night, and I'm thinking maybe that's brought things to the surface too, like in a practical way. But I think it is just it's a wee bit of everything probably, because like I spoke about before, the weird thing with twins is what I've noticed is it's happened to me. Like when I spoke about I had shoulder pain, which was agony, and I felt it was me picking up on my twins stuff in my twins' life, emotions or whatever. Oh my God. And now I've got a twinge at my other shoulder blade when I said that. So that's confirmation. And then it was confirmed to me when my friend was doing an energy healing. She actually could see, she described it, and yeah, and then it was just putting the puzzle pieces together. Then somebody done my reading and was like, you were picking up on him. So again, this is all stuff that I'll be able to confirm further down. Is that a fucking... Oh God, it is. Where the shit does that come from? Fucking staple on the ground. My fucking 2-year-old niece is hanging about. Anyway, she was protected. I'm always looking out. I don't leave her on her own. But yeah, stuck energy. So address where the stuck energy is for you. Again, for me, the stuck energy that I'm conscious of is the things that I've left half done that I need to finish. But again, I did actually do that last weekend, And then I'm going to continue to do it this weekend. It's tidying my office so that I can have all my cards through my office and that I'm not doing my work in my living room. But I'll still do work in the living room because the living room's really bright and airy and my office doesn't have a window. So anyway, but yeah, address where you're stuck energy as divine feminine. Divine masculines out there, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as. Again, slow down to recognize your feelings and, you know, really get in touch with where have you got stuck energy, where you're procrastinating, where's the indecision, because that was the part one. But again, this does kind of look, there's another rainbow, so there's a lot of the rainbow diamond light codes. Again, this is what I feel I'm always channeling. It's that rainbow new earth energy. It's like this guy just can't see all the hope that's on the horizon. And then there's also a big, that looks like a big orb. It's like a big bubble. Look, it's like he can't see all the guidance that is around him. So this can be about an actual man. This man could be your twin. This could be you. Or it could, you could just see it as a woman sitting on the cart, like whatever. But somebody's feeling stuck in the middle. They're like, for fuck's sake, a fucking man stuck. Sorry. See, every time I go into the channeling of like that, it just is so funny. Like when I'm doing it, it makes me want to laugh. But when it's like whenever I catch anyone else doing that too, like some people are just hilarious of it. But it's like it's do you know what fuck he is? He's like, fuck's sake. What the fuck am I going to do now? Do you know what I mean? But you never know, right? There might be a wee fucking cottage down the lane and people will be able to help him out, or maybe it's time you get a new fucking car. I don't know. Right, sorry. Sorry, go have a laugh at it, right? What is divine feminine? What card's this? Surrender plate. Oh, why did I chuck over there? All right. Where did I put the whole deck? Oh, it's there. See, but that card wants to come in again. Surrender to play. I mean, leave your car stuck in the mud and go and have a pint. I don't know. Or whatever your tipple is. Well, especially if you're a woman, that's sexist. Women can drink pints, but whenever I've drank pints, it's been a story to tell, and I actually quickly learned that wasn't good. There was oh my God, there was a period in my life, years ago now, me and one of my best pals went to this music thing. I think it was so random. Must have been a student. I've been an eternal student for a while, but it was like on a Wednesday night or something, you know. So it's like, oh, we're going to have a couple of pints and watch this live band. Fucking, I'd wake up in the first day and I'd be like, what happened last night? Tiger in the bathroom. But it was funny. It was pretty funny. This is why, if ever, this is why I downsized to half pints, because that's enough for me. And now I don't drink at all. But like I say, I just feel for some reason I think I am going to be. There's just a part of me wants to go a bit wild. Right. Not wild, you know what I mean? I think I want to dance and shit like that. Oh my God. That is the card. That is the card. I pulled that for tomorrow's energy. I've actually, you can even see it scheduled. It's got dance. I've been bitten by the Leo bug. Right. I don't get out dancing. I'm just going to fucking dance in my kitchen or my living room, guys. Right. Divine masculine. Where's the stuck energy? Where's the subconscious block? Or however, the fear. Oh, there is a card in here called fear. Conflict. Oh, holy shit. Yeah, conflict. Also, by the way, there was an 8 on that card. I think that I just pulled. And remember there was that 8 energy today. Yeah, so there's conflict. Like there's just conflict in the subconscious. So again, this could be, the conflict could be running away from facing those deeper feelings, and that is the journey of the divine masculine. Again, for a lot of the women that I've helped over the years, it can be where they were afraid of getting hurt or afraid of real love. And again, this is why I say it's subconscious, because you think, well, why the fuck would I want to run away from the real deal? Loads of people do. If you think about all your favorite romantic films, sorry, I can see my nails dirty under there. Got a bit of avocado, I think. The joys of looking after toddlers. You know, it's all these amazing films are about that. Somebody running away from true love because it's going to hurt them, but you don't want to do that forever because you don't want to lose the one you love to somebody else. And that doesn't tend to happen with twin flames, but it does happen with love in general, doesn't it? Oh, look, it's a woman navigating the boat too. She's like, fucking hell, man, shit's kicking off. So again, that's why they're illustrating that divine masculine doesn't need to be a man. It can be a woman. And I did, you know, all the people that I've had to go off of that they are women. But yeah, conflict going on there, you know, like I feel it is, and because it's the sea, it's like deeper feelings arising that have to be faced, that people have pushed down a long time. And on the subconscious for both twins, this card is about needing to let go. Now, I've said this before, but these dogs, right? Although I love dogs, I work with dogs, and my heart is my power animals, but also I had dogs my whole life, you know, I'm just a total dog person. But these dogs are just symbolic of actually things you need to let go of. Like, I feel this is friends holding people back, because this card, when I've read, I don't know where the book is, but it's basically, look, she wants to go through that door, or he does, and they need to. He needs to, you need to, she needs to. And it's like, these people are like, no, what are you going there? Or it's kind of like with twin flames, it's like, I know you like them, but that's never going to work. Or, you know, there's loads of reasons why, you know, there's loads of reasons that come up with twin flames, why either the twin flame will feel like I'm not good enough for them, they're too good, so I'm going to let them go. Or they think they want me, but they'd be happier with someone else. All this kind of shit that we bullshit, basically, that we tell ourselves, or that your twin tells themselves. And a lot of the time, you know who was feeding that? The friends. Not all the time, but it can be the family, or it can be, like you say, it could just be your own mind. You might have really supportive friends, but a lot of time it's like there was always somebody lurking or distracting you. So it might even be that they didn't have shit to say against the twin, but they were always distracting you. And it doesn't even need to be away from the twin. It can just be from your mission, because the twin flames have got a mission too. You've all got, you know, something to share for people in the world, and you got to get on with that too. That's something you can't just get caught up in the love and romance of that. I mean, you got to have fun when that comes along, and the fun never stops when you're with your twin flame. But you also got to get on with what you're here to do in the world too. Look, taking steps. So what that says to me is, all twin flames, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, you're being guided to let go of that which holds you back, whether it be people or situations, karmic people, karmic situations. This can be, when I spoke about in the video earlier, certain addictions that people have to anything that can be holding you back. Because, wow, because look, you got to start taking the steps towards the castle. I don't know what the fuck that means, but you got to start taking this. Look, she's walking towards a palace. So whether it's he, she, look, they've got big things in place, big things in store for them, and it's kind of like you got to start taking the steps towards where you know you're meant to be. Better, I mean, each to their own. I've lived in big houses before, and I like wee cozy houses. Although that's not. This is a big flat actually, but I like wee cozy homes. New beginnings. Look, and there's an actual baby there too again. So I do feel this is for a lot of twins that are already together, or going to be together. There's definitely, I mean, that's definitely a baby. And I was talking about it, it's like, you know, there's starseed children that are wanting to come in. New beginnings. It doesn't need to be literal babies, but there's a fucking baby on the card, right? So, again, just makes me laugh, because again, when people's twin flames have these showed up, and you've got fucking divine feminine's channeling about fucking babies, it's like, Jesus, that needs to happen for, look, oh my god, look, sexual union, and fucking, that needs to happen in that. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Well, that's Leo season, that's going to happen for some people if it hasn't happened already. And then that happens, and then ta-da, oh my god, I just cut the deck, the baby. So be careful if you don't want that to happen, be careful. And I mean that in the sense of men out there, be careful, because if you are still playing and having your fun and all that, and or I don't know, in karmic situations and still sleeping with people, that, like, just be very careful, because that can also be about where karmic people want to trap men. And I have to be the popcorn to warn people about that too. Of course, that won't always be the case, but this isn't the case for a lot of twins. Sexual union, honour the place in one another, where you're one eternal soul, and there you will find true bliss, because it's sacred sex. It's never just sex with twins. Twin flames, your passion ignites. So again, my hands just picked them up right as I was saying that. For someone, it's happened very soon, because we've got give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And that's Taurus energy, but it's also picking up on, look, and she's alone. She, this can be a man or a woman, but look, that person's had to get in touch, ground with the energy to before they can, that's the sexual union card, before they can allow that into their life. They needed to really love themselves. You needed to love yourself. Your twin needs to love themselves. And it's only when you truly do get to a point of being like, do you know what? I'm good enough. I'm good enough for them. They're good enough for me. Let's fucking go. And then that's when it happens. Right. So just like that, as easy as that. When it's time though. You'll know when it's time. And you'll be like, oh my God, Claire, that's right. Right. Okay. So conscious mind for the divine feminine. So wait a minute. If we've got stuck energy and oh shit, was it letting go, or was letting go the card that they got? Stuck energy and letting go. Yeah, I think it was. Anyway, whatever. There was. It's kind of mirroring actually. Actually, that is, because it's like it's usually the way out. But what I'm kind of getting from that is the more someone's in stuck energy, and the more somebody let goes, it helps the one that's stuck. That's true actually. It's just, I mean, that was divine feminine, divine masculine, but it doesn't matter. It's the same. It'll be different. It's the same dynamic with different things. Wherever you're stuck, when your twin does the work, it will help you. Yeah, and vice versa. Right, consciously divine feminine hostilities. Let's say me. I've not got shit kicking off in me my life yet. We're not calling it in. Anyway, put myself out the way. Thank God this isn't mine. Right, so let's see what hostilities says then. But the 26, this could be the 20. Oh my God, and I just opened it up at the page, so it is for someone out there. So sending my love if it's you. Oh, that's what I meant to say. So when Dana picked the all tied up card, I said, will we send love to my friend that feels all tied up? And she started kissing the card and saying, I can't remember what she was saying, but she was kissing the card as if to say, like, you know, to make the person feel better. So that's flashback in my mind. Defense is up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes up, right, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. Okay, so it does say about to be. So again, I'll stay humble. Hopefully it's not me. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out and out slander going on. Well, I was saying about the fucking evil eye shit that I get on the daily. This is different from the deceit card that was earlier, because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. Okay. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonour and treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. This is what I help people with that are stuck around narcissistic, codependent, karmic energies. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. And it says, I'm receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make reasonable requests, and make my expectations clear. It's got page 85, so there's another reference to 1985. Again, Maria just said her birthday was on Monday, so there's somebody that's 85, but it'll be more than one person. So this can be divine masculine's energies, divine feminine side as well, remember? So let's see. Put that back. What is consciously going on? So again, if you're like, well, there's nothing kicked off in my life and I'm divine feminine, then just be mindful that it could be something that's yet to happen. It's a bit of a warning not to get pulled into drama, because we are in the last of Leo season. Leo season is drama. So don't get pulled into the drama if you can help it. I did have a situation like that recently, actually, where I could have got pulled into something, but I didn't, didn't allow myself to be. So we're always getting tested like that. So just don't get pulled into drama. Like I said, the only drama that I'd be willing to be pulled into, and just in the sense of I wouldn't even get involved in any drama, whereas if the other half of my soul comes with any drama, because I know that he wouldn't have wanted to get me involved in it. But again, it's like I just don't think it's always necessary to, you know, life isn't perfect, and with twin flame stuff, there's always drama. Somebody's always not going to like it, and you can't hold back your life and your happiness because somebody doesn't like it. There's a lot of fucking people that are going to be jealous of me whenever my twin flame union happens, but like my best pal said earlier, give a fuck. She never said that. She's quite polite. But do you know what I mean? I'm saying it. Give a fuck. If you've worked hard and you deserve to be happy, whether it's on your own or with someone, allow it to happen. Go after it. Fucking chase it. If you're divine masculine. If you're divine feminine, just wait and see who turns up. The real one will turn up. And for some people, it might be somebody different than you thought. So, could the real divine masculine please stand up? Oh. And again, don't be triggered by that, guys. If you see your divine masculine's name, surname, birth dates, everything that ever reminds you of them ever, it's not always a sure sign bet. It depends how long you've been seeing that shit, but because remember, there's false light that can trick you too, but you just, yeah, if there's no doubt in your mind whatsoever, you won't be triggered by that anyway. If there's a little bit of hesitancy that comes up, then perhaps you need to book a session. And no, again, I know lots of people like, I can't tell you who your twin flame is yet. I won't tell you who your twin flame is what I'll say. I'll allow you to tell me your story and then you'll work it out and there won't be any confusion because that's what I do for people because I'm a counsellor. So divine and counsellors don't tell you the answer. We just listen properly. Well, I do. I use all my skills to listen properly. So for divine masculines, interesting. This is, oh my God, this is actually scarily fitting. Holy fucking shit, man. This is exact. See, this is just to prove how connect. So the video I done earlier was all about money, money management, and just money, right? Because Taurus moon is money. I've just pulled the fucking root chakra, the first chakra, which is about money, right? Can we have a wow face? But it's not live, so just wow face in the comments. And financial constraints. So basically, consciously, divine masculines, men, women, whatever you identified, they've got money worries or something, money worries. So it can be literal lack of money. It can be just like my friend, like just got an addiction to chasing the, you know, the jobs to squirrel in the money. It's just money again, and like you say, it might be people have got plenty of money anyway, but they just, it's like just it is just, that is typical divine masculine energy, just money, money, money again. And it doesn't need to be that. Again, I keep stressing it's not in a greedy way, it's just money brings security, brings happiness. It's been drummed into a lot of people, men and women, and that's why divine feminines are in divine masculine's life. That's what I do with my clients, to be like, it doesn't need to be that way. Right, 35. Like say money, yeah, money is nice to have and it lifts the worry. Oh shit, talking to money, I need to fucking order my aftershock. And I've missed the fucking, right, I'm gonna do that right now too. Fucking time, I always do that. I'll forgive myself, it's all right. I'm just a bit forgetful. I live in the higher dimensions. Right, book a slot. Oh, sorry. Listen, it's worked out even better. It's even cheaper. The delivery's even cheaper than it was. But I need to get it a bit later. That's fine. I think, wait a minute, what's tomorrow? Have I got any wild plans? No, so I think I can pick this. Right, it's reserved until 11. Oh, that's not giving me very long, is it? I might not have been finished this. Okay, well that'll just give me a goal. Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to set a timer then. 30 minutes would be, that's not realistic. 40 minutes, and then it gives me, because it's already, the shop's already on it. Yeah, the shop's already on it. Right, I've set that. I'll need to go when that alarm goes off. Right, so 35. Let's read this. So divine masculines. Oh, see, look, I get what this means, right? Door to romance, but what's stopping the door to romance opening? I pulled these cards in the video earlier. Is people working too hard, gathering their pentacles, like just people are really overly focused on work, and I think putting off the contact for twin flames for a later date. I think the message is really sort of strongly coming through that it's like, take a break, you know what I mean? To play. So, right. And again, this is what I was saying to my friend. So, 35. Right. And I bet you it's what I'm going to be. In fact, I know for a fact it's what I'm going to be saying to my other friend who actually don't think she's messaged back. Yeah, so I bet you it will be though. When I talk to her, it'll totally add up with the next time I do a video. Stability and security, yeah. Full stop, explanation mark. That's divine masculine energy, right? Michael holds a beautiful globe of red energy at the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine. So that's Archangel Mike that we work with. 111, that's things coming to alignment. This is the place where your sense of stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. Even if you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time, right? So a lot of divine masculines are coming. I feel this is going to be two things. A lot of divine masculines have sorted out wherever they felt like their money wasn't in a good place, whether that means not having a lot of it or whether it's like wanting to have more, you know, to feel better about themselves for whatever reason. Because a lot of people, it's just people attach worth to money too, which you really shouldn't do, but loads of people do that. You know, and so there will have been financial constraints, and now things are getting sorted out, or they have been sorted out, and so some divine masculines will be moving forward. For some, it's that there's still issues, right? So, and I know that actually is the case for some of my clients, that there's still issues, or some people that are out of it. And again, go and do my challenge. It'll lift the spell work. It'll help you. Then all I ask is you put in the comments, you know, donate if you can to say thanks. Do something to give back. You know, like it, comment, whatever. Let other people know it helped you. Send people my way that'll resonate if they're a twin flame. All that stuff helps. But seriously, the amount of people that's financial constraints lifted after they done my challenge by either having the ideas, the procrastination state, the ideas flowing more freely, the procrastination stops so they can get their work out that earns them money, or just money coming to them more easily, you know, like where it hadn't been before. It's because I lift spell work. I'm going to keep saying it. I lift spell work, I lift black magic. That's what shamans do. Not all shamans want to deal with that shit, but I'm one that's meant to do that. That's why I get the evil eye on me all the fucking time. Hi guys that are sending me the evil eye. You need to go and play and take a day off and do something better with your time. If you've got enough time to sit around and be jealous of someone, you really need to get a life. Just saying. Sending you love. But like I always say, if somebody's actually got the time to sit and watch somebody they do not like on the internet, oh my God, I feel sorry for those people. Genuinely. That is not healthy. Right. Like the only people I would make time to sit and watch a big long video for is people that I fucking love. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit and watch somebody that I don't like for hours. Like that is total neg energy. Right, when this card's upright, it reveals that your energy, yeah, even if you've had problems with your feeling, I've said that, Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you the strength and personal stability. You're capable of taking action and moving forward in your path. This is what the card said earlier: indecision, surrender, procrastination, take action, basically. Divine masculine energy. Let divine masculine be divine masculine. So if your divine masculine isn't being divine masculine, where are you still too masculine? Take a break, play. So allow yourself to feel increasing faith in your own power and security now and always. My first chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I'm strong, stable, safe, and secure. The Archangel Michael guides and supports me always. And Archangel Michael is always beside me, and he's always beside you if you want him to be. Right, 13. Archangel Michael is connected with electric blue as well, and that's what I have around me all the time. I just got drawn storm warning in the card, by the way. Right. restrictions concerning money. So again, this could be, it might just be that one card pertains to you. It might be both, might be, you know what I mean, just take it where it resonates. Might be that you've just moved out of this, might be that you're still in it. This card shows an old-fashioned safe with little money, but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money can be tight at this time, so rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This makes, see what I mean? This makes so much sense now, why I channeled what I did earlier. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important and consciously choose your expenditures, and this is the conscious mind. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the good things you already have. And that's why we got that Count Your Blessings card and Divine Feminine Energy, because that's Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Energy as well. It's kind of like, you know, like it's the way that I see it is like, if I do end up sort of going out and doing something at the festival, like say, I didn't need loads of money even when I did drink, but now that I don't drink, and even if I do, I'm not going to be going wild. It's probably going to be something during the day that I do, you know, or like night that's not too late. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I'm kind of used to not, sometimes I don't go to my bed early, but a lot of times I do. What I'm saying is, if I didn't need a lot of money when I did drink, I'm not exactly going to need a lot of money now. And it's more important that I've got food in the fridge, and for me, milk, coffee, tea. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, so my food shop's always something that is a must for me. Just snacks. Do you know what I mean? Like I've ran out of snacks right now, and it's fucking shit. And that's why we'll be doing the divine detox in a week, because I'll have eaten like family bags of crisps. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I want to do right now, and I should stop talking about it because I've not got any crisps. That'll be tomorrow night. Right, I can move through any cycle with dignity and awareness. I am open to receiving increasing wealth. Money moves to and through my life, bringing benefits to all. Yeah, I love this. This is really beautifully fits with the other video. Right. But I will need to stop having fun with this when the alarm goes. So we've got 30 minutes. Right. So this was meant to be the one that was more about the romance, but I mean, I know it's where people need the work, because I asked where people need the help. Right, Ascension message, Divine Feminine. Oh, we'll just take the one on the top. Ground your light, let your soul shine. Wow, and it's number 18, and it is the 18. I've never read this one before. And that is what I'm doing. Even on my holiday, I'm like, letting my light shine right now. Right. Number 18. Oh, I just love the book Eternal Union again. But they're just trying to tell you, you've got to find that eternal union within yourself, the balance of your masculine and feminine. Like, it's like I literally had the longest lie-in ever today. Then even when my niece got dropped off, I've just stayed in my jammies all day. Do you know, I've totally chilled, which allows me to take some action tonight to do this. But to me, this isn't even really taking a lot of action. This is why I love my work. Do you know what I mean? That's why it's kind of like I said to someone the other day. It's like, I said to my best friend earlier, and I said it to someone else this week. The old ways of the old earth and kind of toxic ways are you work really hard to gather all the money and you go on a 2-week holiday. But think about it, a lot of times, even when you're on the holiday, yes, some people don't do very much and they sunbathe, but some people are just constantly out doing shit. And when I woke up with that spy in my eye, it was kind of like I knew, I was like, right, this is why I wasn't meant to be in London right now, because I need a rest. And if I was in London, I'd be out and about doing shit. You know, yeah, I really desperately want to meet my wee cousin's baby, because that's the same cousin I was talking about actually. But hopefully she'll be up here soon, you know, and I will meet her. And like you say, I still might go away last minute and just go away for like a long weekend or something, but it's, or, you know, a few days. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like, clearly I did just need to have a break, you know, a holiday that's a bit of a break where I'm not having to answer to people that really need my help, because it is, you know, it is, I love what I do in here, but it is a lot of responsibility I've got, because there's a lot of people that are in a dark place, yeah, with emotional challenges. So I do deserve to, yeah, in the dark night. So it was all the stuff that I help people with, and it has been what I've been helping people with for a very long time now. 18, and I always will, but we need time off, right? So somebody else needs to hear that too. The method of grounding our energy bodies, auric fields, and consciousness is to solidify our being in the present. Through the grounding process, our emotional, physical, and spiritual bodies become unified, bringing balance and well-being to our soul and spirit. While the practice can be challenging, it is important for you to remember you're influenced energetically by your environment. Grounding anchors your energetic fields and connects you to your emotional body while being present and mindful within those moments. Strengthening your aura, emotional and physical body is the primary goal of mindfulness, as we feel everything we experience through the energetic space. You're doing yourself a disservice if you refuse to honour your own shining light. Embrace your inner spark that sets you apart from everyone else, especially you're being rude to yourself in Leo season, because Leo season is about shining bright as fuck. So get doing it. Embrace, claim and accept who you are as an individual so you can thrive in life. Embrace yourself with this new confidence. Currently, you may be feeling sluggish, unmotivated, and energetically flat. Your energy is distributed across different areas of interest and therefore is making you weaker. Pay close attention to how your body reacts around certain people, places, and situations. It is up to you to develop healthy personal and physical boundaries. Now, you might be like, well, this is everything I've actually moved through. And that's great, because I'm actually reading this being like, this is where I've actually been. And now I do feel I have got really great boundaries now. But it took me a long time to get there. But again, you might still be in this. And again, it's even some weeks I could slack on this. But, you know, generally, I feel like this is what I've been working hard to get to for a very long time. And that, again, is why when you start to feel like you've finally kind of got somewhere like that, that is a really sort of sign that you're closer to union than what you were, you know what I mean? And nobody really knows. You never really know when you're unionist, to be honest. You might think you do. And this will be, you'll have so many false alarms, it won't even be funny. And then when it's actually the real time, you'll be unprepared. I know that about myself too. I know it about everyone else. Right. But I have been talking about that lately, that I really do, I've always recognised that, but I'm so strict about it. Like, if I get the no feeling about meeting up with certain people, I don't do it, to be honest. You know what I mean? You got to be really strict. Like, at this point in the journey, if you're not getting excited about the thought of meeting up with someone, I wouldn't be doing it. And it doesn't need to be personal about the person. It could just be how you're feeling that day. But sometimes it will be an indicator that you're not, you know, it's not good for you or where you're at. And it could knock you back from your union, to be honest. So just be really discerning about who you spend time around. Because like I keep saying, if you're not discerning and you don't have good boundaries, your twin won't. That's as simple as it is. Divine feminines out there, particularly, you've got to be really strong in your boundaries, because if you're not, your twin won't. And then if you get better at that all the time, they will eventually. Pay close attention to how your body reacts around it. Yeah, I just said that there. Make me read it twice. Right now, you need to ground your own light, come back to your heart space, and center yourself in the present moment. Make yourself consciously aware of your breathing. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it intermittent? Integrate your physical space, your body, with positive charge by grounding your new and current experiences with breath work. Bringing in new light energy through your crown or anchoring your sacred self through the earth chakras will assist the ground process. I remember I was talking about walking on the earth and everything. More importantly, never give power to anyone to dim your light. You are a lighthouse and deserve to shine your light across the night. And then I love that Michelle referred to me in the comments as being a light in people's darkness. It was something like that. It's what I've said for years as well. It's like I shine a torch in the dark for people out in the dark. You know what I mean? That's what the wolf energy does, in my opinion. So shadow aspect, shyness, people pleaser, self-sacrifice. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly do resonate with that in the past. And yeah, in the past, definitely in the past, because I'm like, I ain't shy now. I certainly ain't a fucking people pleaser, and I'm not self-sacrificing myself. Unless there's some circumstances where I really do feel somebody needed it and I could put someone on the back burner. Most of the time, I'm putting me first, you know what I mean? It's how you have to be. Look after you, then help people. Don't get it fucked up another way around. Sacred crystal, red jasper, and angel assistance, archangel sandalphon, energetic grounding, being in the present. And again, I'm saying this because if you're not good with any of this, neither I never used to be either. And that's been my journey. So this is how I'm good at helping people. I anchor and ground my divine light in my heart. I am free. And the more you feel like that about you, guess who benefits? Yeah, your twin. You work as a team. The more you hold yourself back, the more your twin will hold themselves back. Right. Divine masculine, or your divine masculine energy with a new Ascension, spirit messages, observe limitations, but I also do feel that is about lots of divine masculine energies getting. Now, I know that's a lot of the women that comment regularly are just their signs are going off the charts. But like I say, whether you're old or new around here, the synchronicities will be off the charts when you're hanging out with me that much, because that is my daily experience 24/7. New directions between worlds, you will even feel your elevating, your energy's rising, because again, this is what I'm here to do for people, is help us ascend. And because I'm cutting about in these higher dimensions so much, and it's been my experience for a long time, I can help people release what holds you back, basically illuminate the shadows. Yeah, and I talk about the dark, you know what I mean? I have to talk about the dark to Kundalini rising, twin flames. This is everything that, look, divine masters, that this is the sexual energy, like, when they're pulling my energy to ignite your passion for life, lead the way. That's what divine masculines need to do when they are ready to do it and become the masculine, so that divine feminine can have a rest. 34. Realize that they've always been the masculine. Right, 34. The beautiful hovering hummingbird. Oh, I love the hummingbird too. That's at my heart. That's about being in the present moment. Is a positive animal totem. Its simplicity and seemingly effortless glide across flower gardens. Oh, I didn't read that properly, but you know what I mean. Reminds us to take things slowly. So again, the message for the ascension process, divine feminine, divine masculine, slow down. This is all divine masculine women that I work with, or friends of mine, if they're watching this, or I'll say it to them, before I say it to them. Or men out there that are working too hard, chasing the pentacles. You're not having enough time to slow down, look after yourself, and play, is the message coming through. So if you are, gold star to you, but a lot of you aren't, because that's what's coming through. Often believed to float between the realms, hummingbirds are light bringers, and that is kind of mirroring, because the card is for the divine feminine to be the lighthouse, to shine the light, be who you are, in chill mode, and where appropriate rest and play, like what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's both about being the light. Their healing hum encourages you to open your heart to receive love in your life. And again, divine masculine energies, women and men, you do need to know how worthy you are of that love. I literally said that to someone recently in an email, is that, you are good enough, and you are chosen for that job because you're good enough. You know what I mean? Or you are chosen by your twin because you are more than good enough. Like, they love you if someone's your twin flame, they love the fuck out of you. They couldn't love you anymore if they tried. I go on about how much I love my twin flame all the fucking time, and I haven't seen him for years. Can't even remember his voice. It upsets me that I can't remember what his voice is like, but I know that I'll hear his voice again when I'm meant to, and it'll be well worth the wait. And that's when I'll be shutting up, because I'll just be wanting him to talk all the time. And I'll have my listening ears on. Right, so that's how true twin flames would talk about one another, basically. Healed twin flames. Again, the healing never stops, but you know what I'm saying? I've just got nothing but so much fucking love for that guy. Right. The hummingbird can travel large distances despite small size, and has the ability to fly backwards, reminding us that no matter where we are in life, we can always take a few steps back and try again. Being willing to step back and see things differently in order to take in the sweetness of life is all part of the hummingbird's blessing. I love this, because this is about divine masculines needing to do that, realizing that everything that's led them to this point is meant to be. The hard stuff, the great stuff, the not so great stuff, it's all led you to where you're meant to be. The hovering wings of the hummingbird move in an infinite loop. The figure of 8, oh my God, and the importance of the 8 that I've been going about today, pattern, the symbol defines as an unending sequence. This powerful symbol represents endlessness, the infinite life of spirit. Right now, you have spirit guiding you. There are many messages around you that are waiting to be acknowledged. Pay attention to specific encounters, as these special meanings will bring confirmation from the spirit realm. This is about divine masculines, men, women, and all the women I work with see, their twin flames names or surnames, all that kind of stuff, or synchronicities are meaningful. And the divine masculine men are the same. They will see the twin flames name, they'll see the surnames, they'll see the synchronicities. They see what you see. Or they will when they're meant to. But a lot of this, the ones I'm picking on, they do, and they have, and they are. All the same songs, it's all linked. know that right now you're being visited by a past loved ones. Well, we are, because the photo fell in my room. They are asking you to be observant of the signs they're sending you on a daily basis. So there's specifically someone watching this, Divine Masculine. This can be a lot of the women that comment. Obviously, I know you've got a lot of grandparents, grandfathers, grandmothers that connect with you. A lot of Robins seem to be, familiar with people for granddads, nanas, grandmas, that kind of thing, mums. But I feel there's men watching this as well, but there's someone in the spirit world that there's significant songs that come on that that is someone in the spirit world for you. So I'm really feeling that very strongly. Be aware of these moments as your mind wanders to nostalgic memories from the past. Yeah, so I really do feel, I think with me going on about like dancing and nights out and stuff, I really do feel this is Divine Masculines, like friends in spirit world and stuff. That will be, if you keep hearing the same song in like weird places and that, it is your friend in the spirit world reaching out to you. You may, because there was one I channeled months and months and months ago, I can't even remember when, and it was someone's friend in the spirit world. And actually, I feel it was connected to that Starlight song. I don't really like that song, but it was from when I used to go out, so wherever that applies. Be aware of these, but yeah. You may be visited by loved ones while you're lucid dreaming. And also your twin flames higher self as well. Keep a handy journal next to your sleeping space so you can record these moments immediately. Please acknowledge these signs and communicate with love and gratitude. It takes a great deal of energy for these special characters. It's true. It's like why when that photo fell through there, I went through and I was like, hi, you know what I mean? Because I knew they were trying to get my attention. And I just said something about mediumship or something. The beautiful hum of the hummingbird inspires magic and joy to those who witness these joyful encounters. If you witness the flight of the hummingbird, know that luck and positivity is on its way. And again, this is one of my power. I've got loads of power animals at my heart, but this is one of them. And it's how I help people be present in the moment from the heart. Creating complications over analytical is a shadow aspect. That's actually very Virgo. That's Mercury in Virgo, and we're a week away from Virgo season, or wherever you've got the Virgo in your chart. Again, I'm good at helping people when they procrastinate in that too, because my son is in the house of Virgo. I procrastinated my whole fucking life, guys, until I was like, fuck it, let's go. If I fucking stall any longer, I'm never going to do this shit. It's like overly worrying and that. So it's like how I used to say, I literally, rather than me, like when me and my twin flame were single, rather than me being like saying to people, I don't care if he knows, I was doing the opposite. I was like, do not fucking say anything about me. Do not make it clear. You know what I mean? I was like, just, honestly, seriously. So it's probably why I'm like doing the opposite now, because it's like, fucking hell, man. You know what I mean? You got to fucking be the lighthouse just so that the other person knows. You know what I mean? Like, listen, when you're ready, I'm here. Right. And then it's but I'm not just doing that I'm doing that for everyone in that situation. Moonstone, Archangel Phanuel, hope, eternal wisdom, heavenly guidance, affirmation. I'm ready to receive confirmation from my spiritual team now. Right, lots of signs coming in for Divine Masculine men and women. Oh my god, my fucking foot's wet asleep. Ow. God, that's actually really sore. So I need to pay some Taurus attention to my. Oh my god, I'll put it down there. Shit. Maybe I was sitting on that there. See, root chakra shit. Right, Ascension. Let's go quite quickly with other ones, guys, because the alarm's going to go off in 16 minutes. Right, so at the heart space, this is maybe about love. So at the heart space, let's see what's at the heart space for the wave of twins. Not used these in a while. I'll just not look because they're all round the wrong way. Not all of them, but right, I'm looking away and give me 3 cards for the heart space of the divine feminines in these waves. Is that 3 came out again? Wait, oh my god. Wowzers. Wowzers. Playfulness. Surely I don't need to wait a minute, where's the other card? Right. Thumbnail opportunity. Right. Oh, playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Yeah, and that's why when I come on here, you know, unless it's real shadow work, we've already done a bit of shadow work, but you know what I mean? And look, Leopard skin jasper is about the inner child and playfulness as well. But it's basically they just pull my eyes to it. Have a sense of humour. Look at the sense of humour I have things. You know, like I already said earlier in this video, of course I'd rather be spending my time off with my twin flame. You know, the majority of the time. Again, you got to keep it in balance, guys. But like I say, I'm doing other playful like I've looked after my niece today. I love it. It's not a chore. You know, my sister's like saying thank you about 10 times. It's not a chore for don't tell her that or I'll be looking after her all the time. But you know what I mean? It's like I love spending time with children. I love spending time with my nieces, like being playful. And then it helps your masculine will be able to feel that, you know, whether they tune into you or other twins or like they'll be able to feel it, and it helps bring you closer together. Soul, your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. So you got to just trust the bits that you don't know what's going on and all that. Recognition, the divine will help you recognize signs and miracles. So that's mirroring what I just pulled for divine masculine. Yep. See what I mean? I resonate with some of it, and other bits I don't. I don't need to resonate with it all the time. And I'll usually tell you if I do or I don't. There's divine masculines. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel that basically a lot of divine masculines may have got you all wrong, actually. They might not have got you all wrong, but they might not have known certain bits to you. What they do now. Or maybe they don't. Maybe they're just, maybe that is about just keeping an open mind as to how this all comes together. And actually, some of them don't even have an open mind and they really don't think it's going to happen because they still need to do that. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. That is so fucking on point. Again, for the people that I help, there's a lot of people that I help that are still with karmic partners or still got karmic friends or karmic family. And some are away. I've got some clients that are away from the people that need to be away from, but that is very relevant. So it's like some divine masculine women and men out there, you know, they're keeping an open mind to how this is all going to come together, twin, when it's meant to in divine time. But some people really do need to clear the energy. This is also people that have released an ex, but their energy is still very present. Like perhaps they still need to be around them for different reasons. Like can be children, can be, I don't know, like caught up in, oh, I'd look his wedding. Like some people are, you know, married to somebody else. That could be a bit of an issue. And then of course there's those of you that are married to someone else, but you're split up, you know, and you're waiting on a divorce, you know, so there's all different things for different people. And one more card for divine masculine. But look, ultimately the twin flame energy, nothing overpowers that, you know what I mean? It might do for a while in the earthly realm, and that can even be, yeah, decades for some people, years, but ultimately that is what trumps that. The wandering, the other people, the karmics, it's the power of the love. The power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So that's mirroring. Divine feminine, divine masculine are mirroring, because that the divine feminine was about souls merging together, and this is basically about the same. Drawing souls together. Yeah, so it's things are happening. Right, and a wee message from your twin flame, a literal wee message. So this is from, this can be divine feminine or divine masculine. This is just a message from someone's twin flame. It's not going to be everybody's. What if something, if they could say something to someone out there and they'll know because it'll hit you in the heart if it resonates, what would it be? You were the best thing in my life. Yeah, so they certainly don't, your twin won't ever forget you. But like I said, for some people, you might just be like a fond memory that they'll just always think of you and smile, like when I was talking about mine. But they might not have realised that you thought about them like that. And that's the thing that's so fucking sad. Some of them will know. Some of them will know. Like, say, in my case, to be honest, like, I'm just like, I don't know how they fucking wouldn't know that about me, to be honest. But it might have been that after a certain amount of time, you might have felt like I had moved on, when clearly I fucking hadn't. At least I'm laughing, do you know what I'm saying? But other people aren't in that case. It's like, other people, it's like, like they've moved on. Like there's women and that they've moved on, had families, kids, and it's somebody they've dated when they're younger. And it just like, you know, they might think from time to time, oh God, I wonder where they're at and how my life would have been. But they wouldn't think that that person was thinking about them like that. You know what I mean? So there's lots of different scenarios. But the truth is, it's like you will have had a lasting impression. Because look, just being new is intoxicating. You're not exactly going to fucking forget about somebody that does that to you, are you? Torture, I know. Because you're like, God damn it, I wish I didn't remember how much that person done that to me, because then you just, you only want the good stuff. It's like, I want, oh my God, look what I was just saying. I want to feel that way again. Yeah, I mean, it's like, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's be playful. Surrender to play. That's a good thumbnail. Puts a different spin on it, doesn't it? But yeah, that's so, I feel we'll stop that there. Because I remember every detail of that day, what happened on that day, spill the beans. That's hilarious because that, oh my God, that's so funny. That's probably what, that's actually what's paused on. So my niece had just been eating beans, right? And then like I was laughing about beans. And then because I always say, like, long story short, when my other niece was wee, I used to sing a song, like I'd be like, beans on toast, but I sing stupid songs all the time, right? But it's entertaining. And then we were doing that, and then I turned on, and then I noticed on Peppa Pig, they were literally singing a song about beans. I'm shit you not. That's the synchronicity that follows my life. But yeah, I was ready to, so I don't know how I got onto that from that, but that could be a really intense conversation you had, a nice conversation. It could be other nice stuff that you're doing. Take it again. That's going to come in because it's twin flames. It's always going to have an element of that to it. And also because Leo season is sex, guys. So just we're going to go there. In the heart space. How long I got left on the time? Oh shit, 8 minutes. Right. So here's a message from divine feminine to divine masculine. Acceptance. This sounds like the Katy Perry song. Acceptance is the key to inner peace at times, so that'll be relevant as well. Unconditional, because it is, to me, that is like a divine feminine singing to the divine masculine. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Supportive divine feminine there, I would say. And divine, it's almost, I could say that'd be annoying, right? If someone is just constantly really understanding, you could get kind of triggered by that and annoyed. Because you might think it's kind of fake, but it's not. And that's why hopefully I get that across. It's like there's definitely things that I can get pissed off at here and there with anyone in my life. And I'll let you know, whenever the fucking twin flame thing happens, I'm sure you'll piss me off. So many things remind me of you, and it was in the wrong place, but was it? You know what I mean? The sign. But I think it's a little bit different when you've been apart from someone that you love so long like that, as I can feel the downloads coming in at my head. Romance strikes. See, I'm telling you, some of you divine masculines are really getting ready to come in. Cupid's arrow strikes. See? Because it's like, look, divine feminine's so lit with the light codes and the fire, heads on fire, and it's like catching fire, and it's like they're coming in. Not for everyone, but it is for some. What I'm trying to say, yeah, that's not like, I'm not just like some pure angel that's like, oh, my twin flame can do anything, I'm just going to forgive him for absolutely everything. No, I've said before, like, I'm under no fucking illusion that when I have the heart to heart with mine, he's going to tell me some shit that I'm not going to like. You know what I mean? But draw a line and move on. Maybe there's stuff that he won't like that I've got to say. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of anything that I've done that's really bad, but I don't know. I don't think so. Right, so now I'm like trying to think. I'm like, have I done anything? Right. But anyway, if I have, in my defense, he was never a boyfriend. But I'm joking. Right, so physical, so that when I'm saying that kind of joking, I bet it is going to be relevant to some people out there. It will be that there's things that's like some twins are like, well, they're not going to like that this has happened, but I'm going to have to tell them. And that I do feel that strongly preventing some people from coming forward. But it's kind of like, I'm here to say, seeing it's twin flames, that's what life's about. That's what grown up relationships are about. Is, yeah, some things you're not going to like. You're not going to like things they say to you. They're not going to like things you say to them, and you move past it. 7 chakra. Yeah, look, you connect your crown chakras, and you realize the higher, bigger purpose of it all. Right. So these are the cards in the physical. 5 minutes now. Let's just pull one of these cards for this, because I've got physical, healing, and then self-care. Yeah, okay. So divine feminine in the physical. So these are normally quite tough love. What? Oh, guys, what's that one again? That's the squeaky couch, by the way. Take a chance on them. Take a chance on them. I'm not elaborating that. You know what I mean? It's like take a chance on your twin flame. But again, of course, I'm not a good example of that because I was never not going to take a chance on them, and that's why that unconditional love Katy Perry song is yeah, very relevant, because I just love the line in that. Is like, you know, just yeah, there's something about, you know, seeing through the insecurity and the dirty laundry never fooled me. Because again, there is, you know, that is what happens with a lot of twin flames. Is like, say, people have done that to me all the time. They would try to be like, you know, I don't know, just making comments to me all the time about my twin flame being a player, and I would just kind of most of the time I'd be like, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck's it got to do with you? And why are you so intent on putting me off him when he's not even my boyfriend? But do you know, it's just kind of like, why is it such a big deal to you? And that's why the alarm bells did go off with me, with a lot of people being like, there's loads of people that try to do that with me about him. And I wonder where people do that to him about me. Oh, and Peppa Pig's just unpaused. Onto Saving Private Ryan. So I wonder if that's going to have some relevance. I'm just going to turn it off. Right, anyway. God, I'm being a chatty Kathy tonight. See what happens when I've got a bit of time off. Right. Divine masculine, physical. Surround yourself with love. For fuck's sake, Lavender. And it's the 19th. So look, I think there's shit happening tomorrow. Friday, I'm telling you, this weekend's there's a lot of sexual unions taking place, I feel. Because people just, you know, taking fucking charge with the last of the real fire. But again, even people who don't know astrology will feel it. They'll feel the passion, the kundalini. They'll be driven to their twin. The people that were meant to be. But yes, surround yourself with love. So for some divine masculine women, men, this could be surrounding yourself with friends that get you. You know what I mean? They're all hanging out with the popcorn. They've got the candles. They've got the cups of tea. One of them's got the cards out. One of them's got their cool witch hat. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, they're just hanging out. It looks very pleasant. It looks like a nice time. For other people, this will be hanging out your twin. Surround yourself with love, unconditional love. But people need to be ready for that kind of love, like what I've said. Anyone that hangs out with me needs to, honestly, I'm not even shitting you, right? I'm sure even some friends in my life that aren't friends anymore would even say that. I love people so much. Some people can't handle it. And I don't mean because I smother them. Like, I just mean, like, even when people fuck up, I will just keep like understanding and being able to see. As my Pluto and Scorpio, I'll be able to see why they self-sabotage. But you know, that does have limits. It does have limits when people, you know, take advantage of that kindness, I would say. But yeah, I am a very loving and forgiving person. And I'm very loving and forgiving of myself, because you have to be when you've got ADHD. And myself is my twin. You know what I'm saying? So, right, we've got 2 minutes on the clock. Divine feminine, healing, improving health. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for your comforting reassurance about this situation. And I feel that's about the twin flame journey, actually. I feel that's about, you know, wherever you may be worried about your twin. That is, like, honestly, I can feel that coming in, because they're saying that to me. It's like the best thing you can do is rest, have fun, and play, and know that that's helping your twin wherever they're at. It will help them. Yep, see, they're just confirming. Yes, that's the Divine Masculines card. Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me trust my feelings as the accurate barometer of truth. That's some Divine Masculines that are like, they don't have the luxury of their twin flame either flying the flag, telling the truth on YouTube or anywhere else, all the other places, or, you know, they don't have to go by what other people are trying, you know, like people that are looking to me for about their divine feminine. It's really difficult, you know. They're like, what if I get this wrong? It's scary. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Dear Archangel Raphael, I ask for your healing help with describe your situation. Thank you for your divine healing intervention. And I feel that's literally for some people that might not know who to call on. There you go, just repeat that again. Right, and I think we can squeeze in a self-care message. Okay, they want me to use both decks. We've got 19 seconds, but let's see when the alarm goes off. It was just so that I don't miss the aftershock. What does Divine Feminine need to know? Create your own camp. This makes sense of what I said. Essential oils are a wonderful way to combat stress and alleviate anxiety. Some of the best oils to help promote sense of peacefulness and calm include lavender. Hello, that card just said lavender. Wow. Rose, vanilla. So see, it can even be something as crazy as that. Like Divine Feminines could be using lavender stuff, like burning lavender oil, or I've got a lavender stick thing that I rub on my wrist kind of when I go to sleep. And that could literally help your twin with them feeling anxious about something or not feeling so good or worrying or overthinking. You can use them in a variety of ways, including in your bath, in a diffuser, applying them directly to your skin with aid or carriers such as olive oil. Some essential oils can cause allergic reactions. They must always be diluted with a carrier oil before use and never ingested. That's very true, by the way. Like, I'm a big fan of oils, but you've got to be careful not to apply them directly to your skin because they can burn. So just to be very Virgo practical there. See what I mean? I'm already in, but I keep saying this. I'm talking about partying. I'm already in sensible Virgo season. Right, my masculine self-care message. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. I mean, sorry. I think the message here is done. Whoever this is for is very fucking clear that it's like people need a lot of. Look, there's that one again. Comparisons if you for joy. I'm actually really feeling that some divine masculines like are quite worried about. Well, it just always comes down to not being good enough. Do you know what I mean? But I think I'm more sort of picking up on some that might. I just feel that it's like some people feel like time's running out or something. Yeah, let's read this. Plan a short getaway. Getting away from it all can be the perfect nudge to help you switch off, relax, and spend some time looking after yourself. See, this is like what I've said to my friend who's working really hard. You need to rest and play as well. So why not book a short breakaway for a night or two? You could decide to go alone or with a friend or a loved one or your twin flame. Spend some time seeing the sights or experiencing new things, but also try to leave some time unscheduled where you can simply unwind. I mean, this is all really tying up, right? And now let's pull one of these. So Divine Feminine, because it might be a similar message from a different date. Connect. Right, guys, I'm fucking done. This is unions. Connection. Look at that. It's two tiny little naked people in the energy. Look, that's them in the fucking whatever planet you're from. You're just like, yeah, me and my twin flame used to hang out, and it was just we weren't even people. We weren't tiny little people. We were just like energy. And I want to do that again. Connect with someone special. A loved one is a gift to treasure. Relaxation was behind it, by the way. I'm not shitting you. It's shuffled though. Very masculine. Guide. Oh, look. There's the fucking guidance coming in. The guides with the guidance. All the signs. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. And that card before was about asking Archangel Raphael. Right. Combining. They're telling me to pull 2 more cards for both twins. Pleasure. Oh, for fuck's sake. Leo season. I mean, do I really need to explain this? Do something just for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. Where's that other card? Where was the other one that said play? Here. Look, I've just trying to find that card. I've just picked up True Love. True love comes when you least expect it. Oh, hello. That's definitely about today with the surprising energy. That's a good thumbnail. Yeah. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients, and wheel season is about playing. So, like you say, for some people, it's literally having fun, relaxing, playing with your twin flame. If you're already with them, fucking hell, if you're already with them and you're working hard, this is fucking to save some relationships and marriages. But if you're not ready with them and you're just about ready to be, I think you better get to them. Because again, it's like, listen, I've no idea, right? I've no idea where mine is and what's going on. And like I say, I'm not going to tell people. And I don't know who the fuck's watching these, so just whatever. But all I'm saying is, if he turns up on the 1st of September and I could have actually been out in the festival where we could hide, because I don't want people to know yet. I'll be fucking proud as punch to be walking down the street with him. Just let me tell you that. But because of the folk that won't be happy about it, but what I'm saying is, I'm not going to be impressed, right? So there better be a good reason why. But again, I might not be seeing mine till Christmas or something, or fucking Christmas next year. Who the fuck knows? You just got to surrender. But all I'm saying is, if you're in that situation, men out there, women out there that need to go towards someone, I'd just bite the bullet and send the message. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, I do stick. Look, because that's the other card. It's that again, connection. Connect with someone special. A loved one is a gift to treasure. I'm ending it on that because I just said that. And then look, relax and friendship, for fuck's sake, and listening. And what did I do? And support and risk. Yeah. I think that backs up everything I just said, right? Connection. Relax. Allow yourself to be lazy. It's okay to do nothing. But I'm more taking that about relax. Friendship. That could be you getting support from a friend, but I think that that's the friendship between twin flames, because that's someone's needing support. Call a friend. When you're mirrored with love, you see yourself clearly. And when you're mirrored with your mirror, you certainly see things clearly. Listening. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. That is twin flames directing each other. Offer your support to someone. Experience the joy of serving others. But again, I feel that's about twins needing to lean on each other now and take a risk. You have the power within to move mountains. So, like I say, you could also make that fit for somewhere you need to take a risk and take aligned action in your life elsewhere. But for a lot of people, that is the truth about what I just said. And if it's not the right time, that goes for my one too, then it's not the right time. And like I say, I'll have fun anyway. And it doesn't mean have fun in the way like I'm off to find somebody else. Like it's just work with what you got. You know what I mean? Have fun, play, and it'll happen when it's meant to happen. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. Yeah, and you see that is me reserving judgment. Would I rather be spending my time off, the majority of it, with my twin flame? Damn fucking right, I wouldn't leave the house. Do you know what I mean? That is the truth. But I'm reserving judgment. If it's not happening, it's because it's not time yet, and you've got to give the other half of your soul time to get there. Divine timing. I know it's a very annoying term, but it's a true term. Right, guys. This won't be for everyone, but it will be for the people that need it. I'm sending you lots of love. Please like, comment, subscribe. Holy fucking shit! I've got 6 minutes to get that shopping, but you know what I mean. I might be last minute, but it's going to get done. So whenever that applies, right? Send you lots of love, and well, I'll probably do one tomorrow for Gemini moon if not the day after. So I'll see you then. Bye.